yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Council of Creators, episode 84. 84 episodes of this show. I'm getting tired of it, honestly. Chainsaw Reacts back here once again. Omega is back. Welcome to the show, sir. Welcome back.
Hey.
Order 42. I think it's fitting because Star Wars Celebration this weekend coming up. What's up, man?
Welcome. Hi.
Oh,
Thanks
yes, welcome. What's up, Joy Patrick? What's up, man?
What's up? How are you doing?
Good, man. I'm awake. And Justin is back. Welcome back, sir.
How's it going?
Hey. Yeah, it is it's been a day. And Phil, what's up, man? Welcome in. Nothing.
He's like, woke up, man. I'm fucking tired.
Oh, he just woke up.
Everyone just woke up. Jesus.
He just got done cranking. Give him a break.
He's like, ugh. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ronan is actually in Japan right now for Star Wars Celebration. Hell yeah.
He is on site.
Yeah, he's there. He's there, man. That's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of theories about what's gonna happen this weekend. I don't know.
Could you say that they're Star Wars theory? Wait, that sounds copyrighted.
I see what you did there. I'm really hoping that we get like official confirmation on what's happening with Sean Levy's movie, and are we getting Taika's film? Are they even going to address it?
Is James Mangold's film still happening?
Yeah, I mean, wasn't James working on like wasn't he's like he was doing the first ever Jedi?
Right,
movie?
it was like Dawn of the Jedi, I think is what it was called, or was the working title.
Okay, I mean, I would like this is the time to do it. Right. Yeah. To like officially like cement something like, but even if they give it like a release date or something, I'm like, I don't believe it. Like, I'm not going to trust it until they're actually shooting it.
Even then, like just because they give a release date, that doesn't mean it's going to stick.
100%. Like,
I wonder if they want to have those proto lightsabers.
Ooh.
The one with the power packs you had to plug into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? I mean,
it's a little bit of a deep cut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would assume like they're gonna have some sort of big I would assume there's some sort of big reveal gonna happen. I'm not sure what it would be.
Just give me the Old Republic.
I'd be down. Why not?
For that game to get remade.
Oh, the game. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Old Republic. That game. I want to see that remade.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a bit. I kind of heard like it's been in the works. It's not. Now it's back on. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's every Star Wars project ever.
Right.
Yeah, it's in development. Is it really? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, what about that David Cage Star Wars game, Eclipse?
Oh, the Eclipse
which I hope never comes out. I hate David Cage with all the passion burns brighter than 1,000 suns. F that dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just really frustrating to be anywhere close to being a Star Wars fan right now because it's just like there's nothing going on, and the stuff that has been announced, we've talked about it. It's I want to hear dates. I want to hear stuff's in production. That's what I want to hear.
It's really frustrating because, well, fans have also pissed in the pool. Like they're just so fucking loud and annoying and so fucking mad about the dumbest shit all the time. And then you've got, fucking idiot grifters like Star Wars Theory and fucking Nerdrotic and all those fucking racist idiots just constantly bitching and moaning about how Kathleen Kennedy's terrible, et cetera, et cetera. Now, frankly, I don't care what the fuck happens. Whatever they announce is whatever they announce. Whatever they stick to, they stick to it. Okay. My guess is whoever's there is probably going to get some kind of exclusive look at Mandalorian and Grogu. If we get anything from at all, I'd be shocked. I would genuinely be shocked with the way that the overall film and television landscape has changed in the last 5 years and the way people and companies keep things so close to the chest now. Look, if we were pre-pandemic, if we were pre-strike, if we were pre-streaming, there's a great chance we probably would get like a teaser of Mandalorian and Grogu this weekend. That's best guess. But with the way things are now, no, it's probably going to be something exclusive. I think if they're smart, they're probably going to like reinforce, something with Daisy Ridley in the Rey Skywalker movie. it sounds like, though, I think I'm kind of with Chainsaw in that I think they're probably gonna like just flat out say like, yeah, Sean Levy's our next Star Wars movie. That's the next thing we're for sure doing. Like, because
after the Mandalorian Grogu, yeah.
It to me, when I think about Star Wars projects, you know, they announce a bunch of stuff here and there, and it hardly ever gets like a hard confirmation from anyone unless it's like, you know, verbose from the horse's mouth. So, and it's not like a DC Studios, it's not like a Marvel Studios, right? Like, it's not like the minute they announce something, it's an active development. It becomes an active development when someone at Star Wars wants to, you know, pour the time into it. As far as Taika Waititi's concerned, I don't give a fuck what happens with him. He could fuck all the way off. Fuck that fucking dude. I wish to God that his movie actually just falls by the wayside. I don't want him making a Star Wars movie. I've seen a bunch of bullshit from him already, and I don't need him making Star Wars. Fuck that.
If anything, it showed shades of like the old, Warner Brothers regime where they would announce, 5, 10, 15 things. Maybe 7 or 8 of them would come out, but even then they'll be drastically different from when they were announced and conceived.
100%.
Well, at least with the Sean Levy movie, at least there's movement on it, right? Because, Mikey Madison turned down a role. So at least there's movement. We
There's
just
something.
don't know.
Yeah, I saw that rumor from someone.
Well, it's from Deadline. So
Was it from Deadline?
Yeah.
I only saw a source from a certain rat who's been fired from a lot of trades. So I don't know. I didn't read that from
He
Deadline.
might have just regurgitated it.
He
Maybe.
probably did.
oh, it's from Variety. Yeah.
There's rats
Alrighty.
online? What?
There's a lot of rats. He's waiting backstage a little bit. We're in a minute. What's up, Jay? What's up, man? You unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hey, man.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. Talking about some Star Wars, what we think is going to happen this weekend at Celebration. I want an announcement of a new show, a new animated show. Like,
Yeah.
I love what they're doing with like, Tales of the Jedi. I want an actual show.
Yeah.
Give me an actual proper show. I get it. Like, I these shorts, they're cool, but give me something new. Give me
Real quick.
something. Yeah.
Real quick, Jay, is that a Batman jacket? Because I think I have that same jacket, actually.
It is, yeah. It's a hoodie.
Yeah,
you're
I've got
cool.
I've got that same
Do you?
jacket over there.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah,
Mike's in the way.
Yeah,
Are they
I saw the yellow
Yeah, I
trim.
like
I
how
was like,
subtle
wait,
it
I'm
is.
pretty sure there's a bat symbol right there.
Are they announcing Batman and Star Wars happening next?
Well, I didn't
I
want
wouldn't be
to.
surprised.
I didn't want to break that officially, but I did hear through the
Ooh.
grapevine.
Oh, yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, we're actually gonna get that old Screw Attack YouTube Batman vs Darth Vader.
No.
video. Yeah, that's happening.
This is why there's no announcement on the Batman Part 2 because Matt Reeves is actually working on a crossover with Robert Pattinson's Batman in the underworld, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
it-
Yeah. Tales of the Underworld. Yeah.
yeah. Take that, everybody who wants a grounded Batman movie.
Yeah. It's gonna go. It's gonna go fight some aliens. He's gonna get a lightsaber in the third act. Hell yeah, I want that. Give
Well,
it
he
to
would
me.
not be the first Batman to fight aliens.
That's true. He's in Justice League. Fights all that shit. Ray Scott. Wait, Ray's your dad. Like what? I don't think Ray's your dad. Ray might be your mom. Maybe.
I don't hate Ray Skywalker.
I
wonder.
do.
I don't.
Well, there you go.
I don't.
Not for the reason that most of those grifters online. It's just I just think the whole thing they could have did better with Ray. I'm sorry. Like it was
I
better
think-
when she was a nobody and not a freaking Palpatine clone.
I mean, sure. I can understand being kind of miffed that she's not an Obi-Wan Kenobi descendant or something like that. But like, I don't know. I give Rise of Skywalker kind of a pretty huge pass because that movie was going to be the most difficult movie they ever had to make, no matter
Yeah.
what. Because once Carrie Fisher died, that initial plan for that movie went out the fucking window.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I was surprised that I thought that after we got the announcement of her passing, I thought in my mind that okay, I guess like Last Jedi would be her last appearance, and because of her role in that movie, I think it would have made sense if that was her last one. Like initially, I was really mad that they did not have Leia pass there because it would have made sense, and then they ended Luke the way that they did. At first, I was really pissed off about that. Over the years, I've just I kind of got over it. I was like, well, you know what? It's the story they told. Is it the way I would have done it? No, but hey, you know what? I'm not the fucking director, so.
Yeah, the thing is, too, they're like when you're making a movie, it's like really difficult to like, especially when you're doing 3 films and they're already planned out, like scheduled. Like you have to just go.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then you run into things like Ryan Johnson in Last Jedi. Like you can tell he had there were no reins on that movie. He was left unchecked.
At the end of the day, no matter what would have occurred, there are people that would have been mad.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's the
Always.
same people now or it'll be a whole set of group of people if like we got a different story entirely. There's no winning, right? There's no winning all these people. So
And the people that are mad now will pretend to have loved it all along 20 years later.
Is anyone going to go see Revenge of the Sith next week?
I should, yeah.
If the ticket's cheap, then yeah.
I got my ticket. My
Ticket's
ticket was
cheap. Yeah. I'm cheap.
I mean, since it's a re-release, I imagine it's going to be a cheap ticket.
Well, I also got a matinee showing, so that's why mine's cheap.
Oh,
There you go.
Nice.
Like I know that they're releasing like really cool like merch and stuff for the release of it in theaters too. So they're really going all out. And I'm, sure, why not?
Can't wait to get that Padme popcorn bucket, her head or something. I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
Is that real?
It might be. I don't know.
I
You
wouldn't be
would like a
surprised.
plastic
Something
bust
like
of
that.
Natalie Portman's open mouth, wouldn't you?
Well, it sure so would be better than anything from Thor: Love and Thunder.
Why do we have to bring that up?
Because that's Phil for you.
That's the most recent project she was in, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait,
Well,
is
there's
that
no
As
actually
far,
her
as
most
far as the
recent
nerd
project?
sphere is concerned,
I was about to say, is that her most recent project?
as far as like nerd space, yeah, I think so.
This is freaking awesome.
That is a
So good.
fucking
Oh,
dope
that is
20th
sick.
anniversary.
That is an
Yeah.
awesome picture.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Insane.
You know what? I never disliked the sequels. Well, I really didn't care much for Phantom Menace, but
You mean
Attack of the
prequels?
Clones, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, yeah, see prequels. Holy crap! Oh my god, I just said some blasphemy there because I absolutely despise the sequels. I'm sorry, but yeah, I never disliked the prequels. I bet they're all right.
Yeah, they're definitely a different vibe. But like then again, George was just trying to do like
Yeah.
because it was even discussed in the original trilogy, kind of the political stuff that was happening
Yeah.
before. And so he's like, hey, it's a different era of time when we're following these group of characters. It's not like, oh, it's gonna be the same crap you saw in 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be different.
I
He
think
was
out of all
also-
the film trilogies, they gave you the best exposure to the Jedi lore and their whole build up. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's one of the
but-
things I was always the most fascinated in. So I like that part of it.
Yeah, and then with the sequels, what we got was 4, 5, and 6 all over again, but worse. I'm sorry, I don't like the sequels. I know there's people who probably do like the sequels. I just don't.
That's debatable, I suppose. But like when it comes to the prequels, like I kind of die on the hill that Phantom Menace is good, not great. Attack of the Clones is fine, but Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith to me is the movie George wanted to get to. He essentially kind of like roundabout worked backwards because he knew where the end game was. He knew what was going to happen between Anakin and Obi-Wan, but everything that transpired to get there was just kind of him flying by the seat of his pants. He didn't really have anyone overlook what he did with like as far as the script goes. You can kind of tell too,
It was kind of done on autopilot.
especially with Phantom Menace.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Phantom Menace could have used the eyes of maybe a Lawrence Kasdan,
Yeah.
a one over at the very least. But that I still maintain Phantom Menace has hands down the best lightsaber duel in the entire fucking Star
absolutely.
Wars.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
I love the fan edit video that's made of that now, where he busts out the saber staff, and then you see like 20 or 30 lightsabers on it, and then they rewind the footage of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan getting their lightsabers out. The footage is
Wait,
rewound, so it's them putting them back. It's like, okay, we're
Nope,
fucked.
screw this.
Yeah.
We ain't messing with this dude.
I love that edit because that would definitely happen.
Oh shit. Race
I think Phantom Menace was, if I'm not wrong, I think that was the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters.
That was the only one I hadn't seen.
Mm.
Well, I have not seen Empire or Star Wars or Return of the Jedi. I have not seen any of those in theaters, but the entire prequel trilogy, the one that I missed was Phantom Menace because I was just a tad too young to see it.
Nice.
So I didn't manage to get out and see it.
Yeah, I saw New Hope when it was re-released back in like what was that, 97, 97, 98, sometime around then.
Yeah.
Well, they did Return of the Jedi in 2023 for its 40th.
Yep, saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a great experience because that's still my favorite Star Wars film. So glad I got to see that in theaters.
I think the first one I saw in theaters was Revenge of the Sith in 05. Yeah.
Mine
First
was
one I saw in
Empire.
theaters.
I'm pretty sure mine was
Original.
Attack of the Clones. Yeah, that sounds about right. I know for sure I saw Revenge of the Sith, but
Did anybody see that Clone Wars animated movie in theaters?
not in theaters.
Nope,
No, but
not
I
in
did.
theaters.
I did see it rerun on Cartoon Network.
Yes.
The TV series was amazing, but
Oh, the TV
yeah,
series
I didn't
was
see the
fantastic.
movie.
Oh yeah.
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 I think the only one of the prequels I didn't see in theaters was Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
When was Return of the Jedi
That's
released?
not too bad.
Oh, 83. Yeah, I was a year old when that was released.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's funny. I think I saw Revenge of the Sith before I saw 1 and 2. I think in theaters because like my dad's like, my dad was just like, it's like, oh, that's before he's Darth Vader. Okay.
So you had no idea.
No, I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, I watched them out of order when I was like a kid. You know, my mom would drop me and my brother off at my grandma's house, and one day she was like, "You guys want to watch Star Wars?" My brother was like, "Yeah, sure." So my grandma just randomly throws on Return of the Jedi. So we were like, we watched them completely out of order, and then like we went back and watched. I think we did it backwards. We did Return of the Jedi, Empire, and then Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was so fucking weird. So when I got older, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I want to watch this in order, right?
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
saw Return of the Jedi before anything else when it was just on HBO back in the day. Because I was like, I think it was like 5 or 6 or something.
so when you
And
got to
then I
the
ended up going back to watch the rest of them.
when you got to the Vader twist, you're sitting there like, I already know this. What's the whole freak out for?
I was
Yeah,
I
like-
don't remember anything. So
Yeah,
I was like, whatever.
I've never really been. I didn't have that Homer Simpson moment. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Well, actually, no, I did. But that it wasn't me who received the news. So me and my friend are walking out of the Rise of Skywalker, and like we're talking about the movie all willy nilly, and I was like, "Holy shit! Can you believe that fucking Snoke was a clone?" And these two guys are walking by us, and they give me the stink eye, and I was like, "Oh, are you guys going to see Rise of Skywalker?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oops,
Damn it.
sorry."
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. It was at least it was only 2 people. It wasn't a line full of people, but yeah.
Now, I got spoiled on Ben Solo killing Han Solo. I was on 4chan, rips of 4chan, and there was a GIF of this big booty white girl. I would go click it, and it's just the spoiler where he just stabs. I was like, oh, god damn it.
You fell for it.
Wow.
Yep.
Why would you click on that?
That's
What's wrong with you?
terrible. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, why would I click on
The
GIF of a
internet
big
is
booty
for-
white girl shaking it?
The internet is for good, holy things. Nothing blasphemy like that. That is
I find it
ridiculous.
so funny that the last time the internet collectively came together to avidly not spoil something was The Force Awakens, unless you treaded the waters of, say, like a 4chan or something. Like, unless you
4chan,
avidly
yeah.
went looking for it. Everyone else on the internet was like, okay, there's a new Star Wars movie. Don't say a fucking word about it. Apparently, someone like spoiled it coming out of the theater as people were going in, and dude got beat up in the theater.
Yeah, that did
I think
happen.
I heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
someone
think I
did
heard
get
of that.
beat up
Yeah.
for spoiling that, and I was like, well, that's great.
And that's a type of outrage that you don't even see in Marvel films of like people being that protective over things like that. Because
mean,
they'll
I didn't-
record a bad quality clip on their phone from the theater and post it online, and then no one says a word.
I didn't even need that spoiled for me because going into the movie, I was like, you know, Harrison Ford always talked about wanting Han Solo to die. I bet he's going to die
Oh,
in
yeah.
this movie.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then
he's
sure
been-
enough,
Yeah.
Sure enough, he
Yeah.
fucking Ben Solo
Mhm.
does his thing, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I figured he
okay,
either
there it
died
is.
in the first one or the second movie, or like
Yeah.
early in the second movie.
He had been wanting to kill the character since Empire, so it made sense.
Right.
Right.
And like me not being like a super fan of like the expanded universe, and I say that as like I'm not superbly as knowledgeable as I was back then. So what I'm getting at it is like I didn't go into episode 7 expecting them to do, oh, they're going to do Jason and Jaina. Oh, they're going to do this. They're going to do all this shit from the expanded universe. I did not go in
He's
with
not
any-
wrong though.
Yeah, I get that. But even still, like, you know, Lucasfilm now being owned by Disney, they want to do their own thing. And I get it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but going into that movie, I was just kind of going in with the mindset of, okay, well, whatever the story is. And like when the movie starts, like you can kind of tell that, like, oh, okay, the new Kylo Ren, he's clearly the
Right.
kid of Han Solo and Leia, right?
Yeah.
To me, the big reveal was when Han yells Ben, and I was just like, his name's Ben Solo?
Yeah.
What? Like that's
Yeah.
the part where I fucking lost my shit,
Mhm.
and that was
Yeah.
a pretty sweet reveal. Like everyone in my
Yeah.
theater was just like,
Oh,
because this was the last time there was, at least in my area, this was the very last time there was ever like a midnight showing for a movie was The Force Awakens.
Yeah. No,
Damn,
one
really
of my
was. Yeah.
one of my friends in college, I'm never gonna forget this. He was so one of his favorite characters in fiction, like any form of fiction, is Luke Skywalker. So he was following all the news for Force Awakens, and then he figures out that you see Mark Hamill in London on the set of the film. He's like, oh, he's in the film, and I had already seen it. I get a call like the next day. He's like, he was in the film for 2 fucking minutes. Not even that.
Like,
yeah, I was like, well, yeah, kind of.
He's literally a cliffhanger.
Easiest paycheck Mark Hamill ever got.
Yeah, he didn't have to say a word.
Seriously. Yeah, when I saw Force Awakens, my buddy actually got tickets for opening day, like a day or two in advance, and he just invited me like on a whim. So I hadn't seen any of the other Star Wars movies for like years prior. So I went in totally blind, but because it was opening day, everyone's dressed up and there's a huge hype around it.
Right.
That was a great theater experience, though, I must say.
Easily.
You should have been sitting there, and every time something cool happened, they're all clapping. You go, boo, this sucks, just to see how long it lasts.
Just be the outlier.
That's one thing that always makes me roll my eyes is whenever there's like a popular movie that's out, that's especially in this whole nerd culture, like whether it's Star Wars, Marvel, DC, what have you. You see these people that are there dressed up for a film or wearing shirts that are like attached to it, and the person behind you goes, oh, what movie are you guys here to see? It's like you see a whole line of people dressed up in Star Wars. It's like, what the fuck do you think?
They're trying to be funny, man. They're comedians. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dress up for Star Wars and I go watch Godzilla or something, That's what I do.
Yeah.
You dress up for Star Wars and you make a fan film.
So that means you're going to dress up like Dr. Alan Grant the next time you go see Godzilla Kong, right?
Hell yes, I will. That is, I'm not gonna lie to you, that is fantastic that he's in that movie, because I really hope they have some sort of homage.
God.
Oh my God. To the fact
They have to.
Dude, when that news came in the Discord, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sam Neill. Hell yeah.
Shit. Sam Neill's in the next Godzilla Kong. I'm like, well, at least fucking Adam Wingard is making it, so there's that.
Is he back?
No, he's not.
No.
Oh,
it's someone else doing the third
He
one.
didn't do the last one, did he? Or did he do the last one?
He did.
No.
He did Godzilla versus Kong, and then he did Godzilla Kong: The New Empire.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, I was thinking that someone else did it. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, regardless, I really hope there's some sort of homage or some sort of reference. Maybe have Godzilla go Alan from the third one. Hell yeah, do that. Do that, please. Just have Godzilla go Alan.
Oh God,
it's so cool.
Christ.
It's interesting. Like, yeah, why not? You know what? They should start announcing more Jurassic Park casting in Godzilla. The third, yeah, just bring everybody.
That'd be hilarious.
Jeff Goldblum. Who cares?
Just make Jurassic Park canon with Godzilla.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh shit, who would have thought the Titans are? Oh my God, the dinosaurs. Oh shit, yeah.
I was just thinking, do what they did at the end of it would be like a No Way Home Multiverse of Madness scenario where you just have a full-on look for that film at the end of the credits of one, and then just have a full-on 4-minute exclusive look for the people there in the theater.
Hell yeah!
Apparently, that movie is actually supposed to start shooting this month.
Godzilla, the third
Principal
one.
photography, yeah. Photography.
It's been shooting. It's been shooting.
Wow, no shit.
Yeah, it's been shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, and the director is someone called Grant Sputor. So yeah, it's not Adam Wingard.
I think Caitlin Devers.
Caitlin Devers in it. Yeah, I just looked at the cast. Jack O'Connell's in it. The only returning character is the guy from New Empire, Dan Stevens.
Oh, okay, he's back. Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
everybody.
Kaiju mouth doctor.
Everybody wants him to be Jet Jaguar. Yeah, 100%. Which, go for it, right? I don't give a shit. Have me. I don't care.
At this point, sure, right? Just fucking go for it.
Because at this point, the insanity of this movie they keep upping it. Right. Every time there's always something like the story got so bonkers in the last movie. I don't even care anymore. I'm just getting a lot of monster fights. That's all I care.
You know what I want, and I'm never gonna. I probably won't get it, but I would be ecstatic if they did either Space Godzilla or Gigan or Biollante.
Biollante.
I would love to see Kong fight Biollante in the Hollow Earth. That would be a bitchin' fight.
That was a theory because how deep the Hollow Earth is and how far he even went to even find, was Scar, Scar King, whatever the fuck his name is. that they're saying that Biollante is
Sorry,
down there.
I
That
fucking-
Biollante is deeper in Hollow Earth, and that they will find Biollante.
I hope
Space
so.
Godzilla, sure, why not?
They kind of allude to it in New Empire. Like they allude that shit came from space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Little bit.
there's clearly a Godzilla in space that's coming. Whether that means at the end of this movie they tease in the next one he's in it, or he's in this one. I don't know. I'm all hyped for it. And I think if you're gonna when you wrap up the MonsterVerse, if you know any Godzilla lore, Destroya. That has to be the
Yeah.
final villain.
Yeah.
Has
Right,
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be like the end all be all for that.
Yep, because they've already done King Ghidorah, and that's done. I really thought, based on the fact they found that the head of one of the, I'm like, oh, they're gonna do Mecha King Ghidorah.
Mecha,
Right.
Do it.
yeah, right.
You would
At this
think.
point,
You
they're
know.
not gonna do it.
It was
so they
set
just
up
done.
perfectly, and they just did nothing with it.
Yeah, well, they tied it in with Mecha Godzilla, but it wasn't the same. So yeah, I would say Destroya, but Biollante, I think Biollante is a good option.
Yeah, that I can get behind.
Yeah. Because she's
Yeah.
it's one of the few
Okay,
female
that's
villains.
Destroyer.
Yeah, Destroya. Which
I know the guy who made
Yeah, I had to
minus-
look this up. I wasn't that familiar.
the
Yeah.
guy who made Godzilla -1 just reaffirmed he's doing a direct sequel to that. Which
question:
is
are they
exciting.
going to introduce another monster?
No, I
don't
think
think
they're
so?
gonna. I think they're gonna keep it. I think he's probably gonna keep it in line. Like Godzilla is gonna be force of nature. It's gonna come back stronger. Like they're gonna show Godzilla just fucking shit up in Japan. It's gonna be even
Okay.
worse. But
Round 2.
round
Fuck
2,
yeah.
basically, yeah.
I don't think they're bringing another monster for
God,
that.
that movie.
We'll
was
probably call it
so-
-2 or something. I don't know.
-2, probably.
Godzilla -1. The sequel.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Or you
yeah.
know, if they're going down like maybe this one is Godzilla 0 or something.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I mean, shit. Yeah, people are saying like I want to see King Ghidorah. I mean, look, if they do introduce another monster, I trust the process because I think they did a great job of establishing this Godzilla. And there's that tease at the end. Like, there's clearly something going on there with like the remnants of his DNA or some shit infecting people. Like, how does that? Like, what does that
Yeah.
manifest? What is that exactly?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Wonder how far he's going to take this one.
No idea.
oh
But
yeah.
Because I really like Godzilla -1. I got to catch up on like the
Yeah.
the Americanized.
It's so dark. Well, here's the thing. Like, there's a lot of like goofy Godzilla movies, but
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not one of
This
them.
was
That's for sure.
just-
No.
Mm-mm.
I recommend if you're looking for a Godzilla film that has some campiness, but it is fucking fantastic. It's Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah '91. That movie
yeah.
is fantastic. Love the look of it. That's where Mecha King Ghidorah was introduced. Oh my god, that movie.
Hey,
Ugh,
was there a Godzilla that was made by the guy who did Evangelion?
possibly.
No, Shin Godzilla came out in 2016. That one's
I still
kind of
haven't seen
goofy.
it.
It's
Still
kind of
haven't seen
goofy.
it.
Yeah, kinda.
At one point, yeah, like because he's like I seen clips where he's like crawling on the ground like a freaking
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he directed Shin Godzilla. That's what it was.
Shin
Okay.
Godzilla.
Right. Yeah.
There it
I'd
is.
Love it if we
Yeah.
got like a modern AAA Godzilla style,
They're
game.
developing video games. They are.
Yeah,
Toho is working on Godzilla games.
I want to see that.
If anyone here doesn't know Godzilla, I feel bad for you, son. Because
There was one.
Make
There
it better
was
than
one-
that Kong game that came out.
Oh, yeah.
There was one Godzilla game that came out. I think it was on a PS2 that had the American Godzilla from '99. And they
Yes.
just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Oh, in Godzilla Final Wars, that freaking insane film, they like
Yeah.
wreck his ass in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Godzilla.
I like
slams
that
him.
movie, but
Yeah.
I was like, come on, this isn't Godzilla.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
rented-
it's a fine monster movie, but this ain't Godzilla. Come
Yeah.
on.
I rented that game from a Blockbuster back in the day, and but I never owned it.
Oh, I love those Godzilla fighting games. So fun.
Oh yeah, they're just like it's just balls to the walls craziness is what those games are.
Yeah, who
You
cares?
guys ever play War of the Monsters? It's not Godzilla. It's like the spin-off of it.
I heard of it.
Sounds kind of familiar.
Sounds familiar.
PS2, I think it was.
Let me look it up. War of the Monsters.
The only thing I've really played out similar to that was this fighting game called Techromancer that was on the Dreamcast. Basically,
Yes,
you just
I
try to
remember
either
that
giant
one.
robots or
Yeah.
a giant monster. Yeah, oh, God,
Yeah,
that
I
was
remember
so
that
good.
game.
This? War of the Monsters?
Yep.
Is this it?
That's it.
Oh, wow.
I never played this.
I never heard
All
of
the
it.
That
sorts of
surprisingly
monsters
looks
on
kind of
there.
like that looks like a spiritual successor to Rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all fighting each other though. in
Oh,
like a
shit.
Open.
I have yet to see Rampage. I
Open
heard that was
cities.
actually really good.
Rampage wasn't bad.
Wasn't Zorgon?
I mean,
in this?
it was better than it had any right to be. It was freaking Rampage.
Right. Because even for a Dwayne Johnson movie, it was actually better than it had any right to be.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, because like,
Like-
whenever you say that, it's just like
Fucking Malin Ackerman's in that movie from Watchmen.
Yeah,
Oh God, yeah,
like
that one's fun.
Yeah,
But-
I know he has like a bad stigma on his name these days. It's like, oh, like typical Dwayne Johnson popcorn flick, whatever. Like no one, I think, is going to see that Monster
Oh,
Jam.
I
movie that
think
he's
it's
coming
pretty
out
safe.
with.
It's pretty safe to say that Black Adam broke that camel's back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty safe
Anybody
to say that.
excited for Sinners?
yeah, actually, yeah.
Seen that on Friday. Just got
Oh,
my
nice.
tickets actually.
I will get to
Tomorrow.
that when I get to it.
Tomorrow? You're seeing it tomorrow? Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I had to choose between Revenge of the Sith and Sinners, and I was like, I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'm gonna go see Revenge of the Sith next week.
I think it's like people are saying it's its best movie yet. I mean,
That's what I've heard.
It had like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes the other day too.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Let's hope for the best. I mean,
Pretty solid.
honestly, I just based on his work and everything, you know, if Chadwick was around, he would be in this movie somehow. Like I know it's Michael B. Jordan's film, like you would know he'd be in this if he was around because like him and Ryan Coogler had like a great relationship. Like it sucks that he's not. But like based on, I haven't seen much of the trailers either. So like I love the fact that I don't know really. I've only seen like a couple of pictures and not really any trailers. Like I just avoided it because I just don't want to see too much. Apparently,
like
there's
that's
like
the
a trailer that
best.
showed too much or something.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's the best way to go into movies now. Like they're always putting so much into these trailers and they're like putting so much out. I kind of like to do the opposite now. I kind of like to just know a tiny bit and then go in and then just
Yep.
Experience it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's Sin's Corner who comes in here. She'll see like a first teaser just to kind of get an idea, and if she's interested, she stops watching anything after that. Like she doesn't want to see anything else. I think that's smart. There's people that I know that literally just go in blind and just don't see anything. Like
That's so
they
nice.
just hear who's in the film, they hear the director,
Yeah.
they might see like a poster, they just go in.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I avoid the full length trailers entirely. I'll only watch the teasers.
they dropped another
I
trailer today
actually-
for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
I heard about that.
How many trailers do they have now?
4.
It's like
Probably
4.
3 or 4,
See,
yeah.
That's so much.
Showing the same shit.
I did like the behind the scenes they did with Florence Pugh on the
Yeah.
tower. I thought that was kind of a neat way to advertise it.
That's a better way I think to advertise is to show that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you're seeing footage, but not really because it's behind the scenes. But like you get to see, oh, they did this really crazy stuff. Like that's what they did with Mission Impossible. Where Tom like went off that like freaking just huge ramp and just went flying down several times and just with a parachute and just dropping the bikes every time.
Yeah, I like that way of
Insane.
promoting.
It's unique. It's something different. Yeah, Marvel needs to stop releasing trailers. Yeah. And there was a rumor today that Marvel's supposed to be, or Disney's supposed to be dropping a bunch of trailers. I don't know where that came from. Like there was nothing besides that trailer for Thunderbolts. I'm like, oh, Fantastic Four? Nothing. Avatar? No. I'm not gonna drop that for Avatar. No. That
Did y'all
trailer
hear
for
about
Avatar
that
is gonna be in
CinemaCon
front of.
thing?
Lilo and
what?
Stitch? No.
The CinemaCon thing, where if you go to the theater, I think it's next Tuesday and Thursday, you get to see a lot of the footage that they showed at CinemaCon. I think that's actually pretty neat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
So I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I just saw it and then
Oh
I-
shit. Okay.
I highlighted it and then I kind of went on with my day. But I need to look into it.
Did not hear about that. Okay,
I
that's
think it's
interesting.
22nd, 24th.
22nd.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Yeah, I
Let's
just
see.
think that's kind of neat because I mean, I would love to go to CinemaCon, but that's expensive.
100%. Let's see.
It's also not like a Comic Con or an annual convention for fans. It's more for exhibitors and shit like that, which is
Yeah.
strange because you still have a bunch of fucking idiot influencers showing up there anyway. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So-
Really weird how that
You're
works.
like somehow these
That's
people
kinda
get
how-
in and have credibility.
So the Cinema Foundation will be launching Sneak Peek Showcase, a 70-minute program in theaters on April 22nd and 24th that will show exclusive footage from upcoming films. The footage previously only showed at CinemaCon is from Warner Brothers, Sony, Disney, Lionsgate, Paramount, and Universal, and Amazon. Okay. It's presented by Fandango. So, that's interesting. But I guess it makes sense if you're going to if you're putting this primarily in front of the theater owners, you might as well help the theaters by then having this footage available there exclusively to help them sell, more shit, and then they get to promote their stuff in front of more of an audience.
Right.
Interesting.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh,
I also see all these
happens.
people speculating that with Friday being the Superman Day, and I see all these people speculating that there's going to be more footage released for that film. It's like I wouldn't count on it.
That's a rock and hard place because Thunderbolts is around the corner, and you can already guarantee that Marvel Studios is going to put out something from Fantastic Four to throw in front of that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Guarantee that. And then again, with good comic book, if you have a comic book film, it's only logical to assume that there's probably going to be, footage from movies that are within that same sphere attached to it, i.e. Superman. So that second trailer is coming. I don't know if it's going to come on Superman Day specifically, because I know James Gunn said it might be a bit before that next trailer comes, but who the fuck knows? We'll see what happens. They did get they got a lot of exposure from Minecraft. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
What's the release date for Superman?
July 11th.
Yep. And that could very well be the last full trailer that they do to announce tickets, or they could do like a small little advertisement after.
It might be like a minute thing to announce tickets, I would think, at this point.
Yeah.
They won't
Of course,
announce
I
tickets until
I mean,
June.
you kind of want to do like a month out, right? So early
Yeah.
June. I was trying to think of another Warner Brothers movie that comes out in early June.
There really isn't one.
There is not one. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that would be the best time, right? Like, I mean,
Typically,
I agree.
yeah.
I think to announce tickets, I think that's probably the perfect time to release a new trailer.
Yeah.
Get people like super pumped. I mean, I'm pumped anyway. I don't need to see anything else. I just want to see the dang movie.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, marketing, but I'm always worried that they're going to show too much, or they're going to show stuff I don't want to see, like I want to experience it in the theater. So,
well, and then like that movie Drop that came out, I watched it last week, right? I saw that trailer probably 12 times, because I go to the theater and all that kind of stuff, and they showed that trailer a ton, and there are still so many people that I've seen that they're like, I've never even heard of this movie. What is this? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know where
it's hard to market now, right? There's like even when I think about theatrical stuff, because there's a lot of films that come theatrical that like no one's ever heard of before. Like that Warfare movie from A24 that dropped last week, I had no idea what that was until someone mentioned it last week on the show. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And then you see, okay, this is just theatrical, and this is why I've always like thought about doing like a special show at some point, like on Saturday, to discuss streaming and theatrical, because there's so much stuff on streaming that's taking people's attention away that they don't even know what's happening theatrical. Like they're just so busy focused on this crap.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
That's really it. Like the big studios are just focused more on marketing their bigger IP stuff because they have an inkling of a feeling that will make more than some of the lower budget artsy fucking independent stuff like that and that's just an inherent problem across the board. That's not exclusive to one or the other. That is an inherent thing that is just I think studios could be better about. Warner Brothers, Disney, Lionsgate, all of them, they really need to give enough love to their independent stuff as much as they give their IP stuff, because the thing about the IP stuff is you already know, like for example Superman, that has an inherent built-in fan base. You already know you have fans who are going to go see that no matter what. And when you have something like Drop, I feel like you should give, if you're going to put up a billboard for Superman or something, then you should at the very least put up like a bus stop sign for Drop or something like that. You make it equal in a sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
Get eyes on it.
I got a little counter argument for that. Not to argue against the point, just to say that on the opposite end of the spectrum, you get these studios that don't utilize the recognizability of their big IPs. And, I think a perfect example of this, Transformers 1. Transformers is a known IP. But the marketing for that film was terrible. It didn't get a lot of attention or buzz at all. So, even though it's been an IP that's existed since the 80s, it's got its own built-in fan base, but people, it wasn't just going to be a guaranteed thing that people went and saw because it was hardly marketed. So people really
and the marketing they had was bad because they were going with the more kid-friendly-esque thing. And that movie's dark. And they marketed it wrong. And there's
It's
also a
been
stigma
awesome.
around Transformers in films because there's been a lot of live action Transformers films that are fucking terrible.
Yeah, and
So-
but it's the
Yeah.
same. It has the same tone as it was back then. Because even though like the cartoons were made for like toy promotion, like those were like that was part of the purpose of them. You go watch that '86 movie. It's still pretty dark too, for a kids movie.
Well,
Arguably a
yeah.
lot darker than
Yeah.
most of the live action ones.
Easily.
Yeah.
Well, they kill Optimus Prime in like the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Yeah. They
kill
kill Optimus
almost all
Prime, and then in the first 5 minutes, they kill God knows how many Autobots.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. And not to mention Galvatron just blasting Starscream right off his throne.
Yeah.
Good
Oof.
God. And it's so funny because, like, not even, a year earlier, they did a pretty solid job marketing TMNT Mutant Mayhem.
Right.
Like, they knew exactly what the fuck they had. That is still the most. Seth Rogen fucking produced that movie. And I'm just in shock and awe that, like, of all things Seth Rogen could have produced, he's got his name attached to The Boys. He's got his name attached to a bunch of other shit. But that was the most surprising thing. I was like, holy shit, Seth Rogen produced arguably like one of the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies in years. And it was marketed really well because they knew what they had. And they I think the smartest thing they did was, ironically enough, a complete 180 from Transformers, where they did focus on it being too kid friendly. That's exactly what they focused on for TMNT, because they put an emphasis on the fact that these are teenage kids, teenage boys, and that's what fucking worked about that movie.
Yeah, they didn't try to turn the IP into something that it wasn't.
Right. Well, the thing is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is inherently malleable, and you can reinvent and redo whatever the fuck you want every 10 years and still have something that sticks.
Yeah,
And hell,
the
there's-
original comic run, wasn't that actually really dark?
Dark.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, big
Yeah.
time. Like
And
they killed Shredder in issue number 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And even though like those films from the '90s, they had some camp to them, but they were still had a little bit of a mature undertone to them. And then those films in the 2010s, I think, went the complete wrong direction with the IP. And then
Well, you
And
could
Megan
argue
Fox,
that's
though.
Michael Bay's fault.
yeah, well, I mean, that's an easy person to blame.
Very easy.
And I'm sorry, but Stephen Amell is not Casey Jones.
No.
No. No.
No, I saw that. It's like, okay, they're just they are using because his name is hot off of Arrow right now. I feel like that's the only reason he was in that film.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. The character had no reason to be in that movie.
None.
No.
They just Casey Jones, he's Teen Mutant Turtle. Oh, he's a character. Okay, no.
Oh, he's they just completely, I don't know. The character was written poorly, and the way that ML acted the character just wasn't great. There was just a really bad combination of shit going on with that. Man.
No.
Like when you have a character that's written like that, it becomes something that not even the greatest actors can pull off.
Yeah, no.
Jesus. Someone brought this up earlier, and I think it's an interesting point. So there's like that lawsuit that was coming out of there trying to file about false advertising of movie times and starts of movies. I thought it was fascinating when I looked into it, because like the whole point is like, okay, you're telling people that the movie starts at this time, but it actually starts 20-ish minutes or even more later. It's like, I don't think this is actually going to work. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
If
think
this
so.
was going to have like any legs to it at all, it would have been done like 2 decades back, because they've been doing that for years.
it's getting worse. Yeah, but
It
you
is.
know.
Yeah. Because
What
it's
I
not
hate
only
is,
like the ads for new movies, but that movie theater that you're in too.
Yeah.
They got to drop.
Yeah, they have their
"Thanks for
own ads,
coming.
and they have
Go to
like
concessions."
local
Yeah.
ads in front of that too. It just gets worse.
Mhm.
What
And
were we gonna
sometimes
say? Order 42.
sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say I hate the ad that's basically like, if you're not watching a movie in a theater, then what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, I'm already here.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Why are
right.
they playing this?
You're talking to the
in
wrong
yeah, yeah.
people.
Right.
Yeah,
Why are
you're
you yelling at me?
converted. What the hell, man? So
Sometimes
anyway.
they'll play a trailer for a movie, and then 5 minutes later in the same screening, they'll play the same trailer again. Because that happened
Oh,
when I went
really?
and saw Brave New
Mhm.
World. We
Oh.
got I can't remember what the movie was. I think it had Ray Fiennes in it. I'm probably wrong about that, but I can't remember what the movie was. But sitting there, like in the screening for Brave New World, saw that trailer, and then like 5 minutes, 6 minutes go by, and I see the same trailer again. I was like, "What is going on here?"
I saw the early fan screening last night for The Accountant 2, and they played 2 trailers, and I was like, wow, that was great.
Really?
It's like, why do I need early fan screenings for this?
I know.
Yeah.
It seems to always be that way too. The early fan screening, that I've been to, they're always like that. They only play 2 or 3 trailers, and it's great.
That's interesting.
I
I know at
remember-
least for my theater that I always like frequent, it's usually like right on the money. 15 minutes after the
Really?
showtime is when the movie actually starts.
You're lucky.
Oh, you're lucky.
And like I said, I avoid movie trailers. So like if I'm at the theater early, I'll linger around, look at the posters, like keep checking my watch. If it's 15 minutes after, then I'll sneak in.
The theater I usually go to is like a full-on restaurant, so I'm usually just stuffing my face with like some expensive ass dish while the trailers are running.
Nice.
I think the record for my local theater is 24 minutes.
Really?
That's stupid.
If I have a theater that has like a 6 o'clock screening and like say I'm going there with like my sister or one of my friends, whatever, then they will panic if like we're not there on time. And I'm sitting there just like, guys, we have like 15-20 minutes of leeway. We'll be fine.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, don't worry. I remember, my local theater now, when I moved, is a very small town, and they played 2 trailers in front of Wolfman, and then later on with Companion. I'm like, okay, this is crazy, but all right. And then when we got to Minecraft, there's way more people in the theater because there was nobody in the theater when I saw Companion or Wolfman back in January. I'm like, okay, so there's nobody here. They don't care. But when we saw Minecraft and like half the theater, 1/3 of the theater's kind of full, they played like 2 more than normal trailers. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's their whole formula. It's like judging by how big the audience is. Yeah.
Well, we checked because my wife actually went with See Companion. She didn't know the twist, and I didn't want to tell her. I showed her the teaser that didn't reveal it. But when we got in the theater, I checked, and there was like 6, 7, 8 other tickets sold. No one else showed up. So we had the whole theater to ourselves to watch that movie. It was she didn't care. She's just eating popcorn. She didn't care. She was like, whatever.
And so there was no one going crazy when Chicken Jockey showed up.
No. Well, so it's about way in the back. We're kind of in the middle. There was like at least 10, 15 college fucking idiots back there. I almost said a word I shouldn't say because they're really stupid. But they're going crazy. But there's no throwing stuff. So when that happened, they were like, I think it was before it's cool to do this and to trash the place. So like we got ahead of that. If we would have went later, I'm assuming it probably would have been worse.
Right.
So we got ahead of that crap. But yeah, it was a thing. Chicken Jockey.
You guys just would have been caught in a massive fed if you went on later.
Oh, did you see there's video now. Somebody started recording before the Chicken Jockey scene. The theater paused the film, turned on the lights. They sent in security, and they were there making it aware we're here. And then they turned the movie back on and shut the lights off, and then went to Chicken Jockey, and they knew there was security there. So people were like, kind of like, "Ooh, Chicken Jockey," because they're like, "Yeah, Chicken Jockey," because because when the movie stopped and then the lights came on, you saw like a bunch of people have their phones up. They were waiting to film it. But then the security came in, and I'm like, oh man, this theater knew what they were doing.
Yeah, for Minecraft, I honestly didn't even want to see that. I didn't have any intention to see it. I had a free night. And then my mother-in-law actually texted me. I have a really little sister-in-law. She's 10. And she texted me. She was like, hey, I'm taking so-and-so to go to Minecraft Friday night if you want to come. I was like, honestly, I may just avoid that altogether. Yeah. She's like, I'll buy you dinner and your tickets. I was like, what time? I'll be there.
Hey, so, you sold me, right? You get dinner? Hell yeah.
Right.
You get dinner? Hell yeah.
What's the craziest what's the greatest like audience experience that someone's had at a movie theater?
The greatest? So
no, just craziest.
In Prometheus during the this was opening night during the surgery scene, the person behind me started having a seizure.
Wow.
And that was nuts because everybody's really tense, nobody's seen the movie yet. And then this guy's having a seizure and it's like, what the hell's going on? It's like, it was crazy. And people were coming in and taking him out, and that's the craziest thing I've I think I had.
It might have been fairly tame. It's just I think somebody I don't even remember what theater it was. It was just some I don't know some people who were arguing about something. It didn't last long. It was like maybe 5 minutes. They got escorted out. It was whatever.
There you go.
I think for me, unfortunately, it was from my group that like caused the disturbance. It
Of
wasn't
course.
me, but let me
It was
elaborate.
you.
It was me. I was the ringleader. No, for one, we saw Desolation of Smog. I believe the midnight release, or if not, like the 1 a.m., 2 a.m. They were like running a few, you know. We were in the back row. I was with like 5 people, and my friend who was 2 seats away from me, he was falling asleep, and he had a box of Reese's Pieces, and just like one by one, I heard like a tapping, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
God.
And I looked over. My buddy was slumped over, and he was spilling his Reese's Pieces out. So my other friend stupidly like elbowed him really hard, and he jumped up, and his Reese's Pieces just shot like all the way down. Like I said, we were in the back row, and everyone's like, "What the hell? What the hell?" Like looking back. So it was not a purposeful thing that happened. And then another one we saw, I believe it was like Saw 7. That same friend actually went with him and like 2 other friends. He was feeling sick, didn't tell anyone, and he threw up right in the theater. Didn't have any time to react. That was terrible. Really terrible.
I saw an early screening of Blair Witch, and somebody threw up in that.
Oh,
Wow.
Back in
Yeah, I can't do
99?
vomit. As soon as that smell hits me, I'm like, "Ugh."
Exactly. Yeah, we had to just evacuate.
Yeah.
I got our tickets back. Thankfully, there was only like one other group in the theater, and I think they left as well. But yeah, you're in that theater and not too much airflow. So
It wasn't really. Oh yeah, it sucks. It wasn't really another thing. It wasn't really crazy. It was just kind of. It was just funny to me. It was Eric, his brother Cyberninja, and a bunch of our other friends. We were just watching Alien Covenant. We were all kind of just sitting there like, okay, who's gonna leave? This movie's ass. Who's gonna leave? Y'all still watching this? When the movie ended, we all got out. We were like, man, I wanted to leave. You too? I wanted to leave too. Everybody was just looking at each other, wanted to leave.
Who's gonna be the one to take it?
Who's gonna be the one? Yeah.
Oh god, the movie is such garbage.
There are 2 that I could think of that have stuck out pretty well. The first one, this is the more recent of the 2, is when I think it was the 3rd time that I went and saw Infinity War in the theater, because I saw that movie a bunch of theaters, and went there with the group of my friends that hadn't seen it yet, and I was good. I didn't spoil anything, but right when the snap happens, there's a woman in like the front-ish rows, like 3rd or 4th row. Right as soon as that happens, woman's water breaks in the theater.
That's
so
convenient.
that definitely shook like the
Maybe
rest of
I
us. We were all we just froze because we're like, what the hell is happening? And then like paramedics got called in, like she got brought out, and I'm assuming everything went okay with delivery.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That kid grew up as a DC
Right.
fan.
Probably. And then,
Exactly.
Then the second one is when they showed, I think it was one of the rescreenings of Shaft, I want to say. I think it was like the 10-year anniversary of that. They put it back
I wanted
in
to see
theaters.
that.
And there was a section, at least I'm pretty sure this was Shaft, where they played like the Eminem Without Me song in the film at one point during a montage. And I'm seeing that film, I'm younger than I ought to be, I admit. But I was there, and I don't know why I had this bad habit, or I don't know if it's a bad habit, but I would have this habit whenever I hear songs. If I'm able to like catch on to the lyrics pretty quick, I would just start like sing along to it, even if I hadn't heard the song before. And during that Without Me song that's playing in that montage, I started catching along, or I started catching on to that song. And my dad looks over, he goes, "Where the hell have you heard that song before?" I was like, "I haven't heard the song. I'm just following along with the lyrics." He got so mad at me. He looked down and he goes, no one can follow along to lyrics that good. I was like, why are you freaking out? What's wrong? Like, he's getting so mad right there in the theater. It's getting ready to cause a scene. I'm like, I'm just following along with a damn song.
I think you just made this up. I think you're just trying to. You're really Eminem in disguise, right? Is that what it is?
There are two that come to mind immediately. When I saw Infinity War the very first time, I was with a big old group of friends, and when the snap happened, people started disappearing, and when Bucky died, cries from women, no, Bucky, no, like just fucking freaking out. And then Chadwick Boseman gets snapped, like Black Panther gets snapped, and I hear a couple cats behind me go, no, man, what the fuck? Not Black Panther, what the fuck? Like, they're getting fucking mad, bro. Like, it was like, oh shit. Jesus. And then Spider-Man gets snapped, and then like fucking half the theater's like, oh no, not Peter. And it's like, guys, he's got a fucking movie coming out next year, for fuck's sake. Like, come on.
Yeah, that just reminds me, I was watching Multiverse of Madness. I think I was with Eric and the rest of them. I don't remember. I just remember there was this woman in the back who's, when Captain Carter comes out, she was like, yeah. And then when she gets bisected by the shield, she was like, no. I was like, yeah, sorry. Yeah. She gets killed badly.
That's funny.
That was how one of my best friends reacted to that same scene, because she's a massive Office fan, so she loves like seeing John Krasinski with a beard, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like, you're about to hate this. And then like 3 minutes later, she's just looking at me like, I'm going to strangle you.
I have an awkward one. I've never told this before. So I don't remember what movie it was. I don't remember. It's not important to the narrative. Huh?
I've got two more, but go on.
But essentially, it's me, a guy friend, and a girl, and we're all going in. And I go to sit down, and they tell me to sit on the end. I should have known at this point. I know where this is going, because I'm like, all right, I didn't care. So I'm sitting next to my friend, and then she sits over on the other side of him. The movie's going on. I turn and was gonna say something to him, and they're making out. And I'm already in the middle of my fucking sentence. So I'm going like, so I turn back and just look at the screen. I'm like, why am I here? Like they were here for this purpose. Why am I here?
Yeah.
I don't know. And
sounds like you had a better movie going on next to you.
I know, right?
Yeah. That was a weird moment, because I'm like, and then I never addressed it. I never brought it up, because I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Because
now.
So
just text them.
The first time I saw Joker opening weekend, it's me and my good friend, old coworker of mine, who turned into a good friend of mine, who saw a bunch of movies with me. We go, we sit down, the movie starts, he's doing the sign thing or whatever, and then the fucking guy steals a sign, and he's chasing him, we're kind of laughing, and then he gets fucking smacked with the sign. We just start busting fucking up laughing. Like, we are crying laughing, right? Because Joaquin Phoenix getting smacked in the face by his own sign. I was fucking, it was called Joker. I'm a Batman fan. I'm like thinking, this is gonna be funny, right? We're literally the only ones laughing in the theater. We look around and everyone's just like, giving a fucking stink eye, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? We were just like, okay, eat my popcorn and shut up.
And then the best whenever you laugh at something that's not supposed to be funny and you're the only one laughing, everyone just gives you the death stare.
And then on the reverse of that, when Jurassic World Dominion came out, again, opening weekend, and how that movie made $1 billion beyond me, but I'm in a theater, it's maybe like 25% full, and I'm fucking slogging through this movie, right? And it's just taking its time to get to the third act, and I'm just like, okay, we've seen a lot of this shit before, not only in the other two movies, but in previous Jurassic Park movies. I'm just like, what the fuck are we gonna do now? Gets to the point where, it's, the old crew, the new crew. I was like, oh, yay, here we go, finally, right? Yay. And then they get to the scene where they're at the new park, the third new fucking park in this franchise. You know how they deliberately show you that big waterfall fountain thing in the center of this new park with the giant hole in the center? Yeah. And I sat there and thought about it for a minute. I was like, this is going to come back around, isn't it? And sure enough, they show like the Gigantosaur and the T-Rex fighting in that area, and then they do the shot of the T-Rex head in the circle mirroring the fucking logo, and I audibly yelled out, "Get fucked!" everyone in the theater started laughing. Oh my god! I was like, that is some of the most on the nose, dumbest
Blatant
shit I have
bullshit.
ever fucking seen in my entire life.
God,
Good God!
you brought up one where like you said the thing and then it caused the theater to just laugh. This is a terrible movie, but this story sticks out vividly. So the one night screening that you got of Batman: The Killing Joke.
Oh shit!
Like that one night screening. Yeah. So I'm there with my old man. Like we're both big Batman fans. And during that one taboo scene in the first 30 minutes, if you know, you know, during that scene, me and my old man are sitting there going, what the fuck is this? And there's a row of girls sitting right in front of us. And when it transitions, when it pans up to the sky and then it transitions to her wiping steam off the mirror, and she's like, Barbara Keene Gordon, what the hell have you done? Like when it transitions to that scene, the girl that's sitting right in front of me, as soon as they have that moment where she goes, Barbara Keene Gordon, what the hell have you done? The girl sitting right in front of me goes, Batman. I fucking lost it right there in the theater. It's because I didn't see that. I didn't expect that reaction. I just busted out laughing. So did my old man. It was priceless.
Guys, I have to head out.
I guess we can let you
Y'all have a
go.
great show.
Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, man.
See you guys later.
See you, man.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Who the fuck?
I just saw you closed in and you were waiting.
I was waiting for who the fuck? Oh man, yeah. Well, now Taladia shows up. Was it? Was it priceless? Yeah, Lance is a good point. Was it priceless?
It was priceless.
It was actually.
Like The Price is Right.
He just mad at just
The price is wrong, bitch.
The price is wrong, man.
What do you guys think about the sequel? What are your expectations, Happy Gilmore?
I am curious.
Yeah,
that's my word too. I'm curious.
Curious.
Cautiously
Wait, what?
curious.
They're making another Happy Gilmore movie?
They are.
Yeah.
and it's going
The
to
trailer's
Netflix.
already out.
Comes out
I
this
didn't
year.
see the
Comes
first
out.
one.
It comes out the same day as Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Really?
Good
Yeah,
luck.
same day.
actually,
Didn't even know that.
Well, it's not going to theaters. It's coming to Netflix. So
So why don't they call it? I was about to say if they were bringing it to theaters, they could do like another combo day and just call it like the Happy Four. I don't know.
Ooh, the Happy Four.
No.
Okay. I mean, they're not gonna be happy.
I didn't
though.
say it was a good name, but they would have probably done something like that.
It's possible.
Fantastic Gilmore.
Fantastic
now-
Gilmore.
Now, like, who are we gonna get with? Who are we gonna get to step in the shoes of the roles of Carl Weathers and Bob Barker?
Yeah, I know, right?
You don't.
Well, didn't Carl Weathers' character die in the movie anyway?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I've
because
seen the movie forever.
he
Yeah, I only seen
falls out
bits and pieces of that movie.
because he falls out the window and then they immediately cut to his funeral. It's like, oh, well, I guess he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking. I was thinking like when they did that, like in Top Gun Maverick, where Iceman, like he has that one scene that he dies in the movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit! All right.
If they bring Ben Stiller back in this movie, they're probably going to give him that shitty mustache he had again.
In
They
Top
did a
Gun
really
3,
good, they did a
No,
really
and-
good job
I
of
know.
hiding Iceman's death because they like in the marketing they show you that like someone's gonna die and they make it the marketing does a good job in tricking you into thinking it's gonna be one of the Top Gun movies, right?
yeah.
But then like you watch the movie and then it happens
Well,
and you're like,
If I
Oh.
remember that shot of him in his like suit that they used at the funeral, that was like on a wall in the trailer. Like when they talk about
Yeah.
Iceman, because
Yeah.
they didn't show you in the marketing him in the movie actually.
right.
So they showed that shot, like, oh shit. So they tomfoolery, they tricked us. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that shot was actually not just hung in a hall somewhere in a building. That's his funeral. Damn.
That's
All right.
actually like a clever way of, like kind of pulling a fast one on your audience instead of just making a shot for the trailer that's not in the movie at all.
Yeah, good job, MCU. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
MCU, Sony, list goes on.
Oh yeah, Sony, because they had that Spider-Man shot in Morpheus.
Oh my god.
Not only
Oh,
the Spider-Man
God.
shot in Morbius, but also that shot in Craven where you see him holding the spear and the torch, not in the movie.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of
And
recurring
that
characters,
Spider-Man shot They took that as a still from the video game and tried to act like it was, part of the film. And even the director of the film said, he's like, yeah, I don't know why this was here.
Well, come on. It's perfect marketing. Murderer.
Yeah. That's one of the load screens from the PS4 game with the Raimi suit over it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's in like the first trailer or something.
Yeah.
That
was the first trailer. Yeah.
And it's in that same trailer where you see like the San Francisco headline in the Daily Bugle. So they're thinking, wait, is this connected to the Venom movies? And then no.
Yeah, because this is happening for sure. Yeah. Let me tell you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a morbid new day.
It's morphin time.
Morbid time.
The fact is, we're never gonna have the payoff to why Morbius and Vulture were talking in a scene. We'll never understand that.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Keeps me up at night.
Can we get the Scorpion payoff already, please?
That'd be great.
Honestly, though.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if I doubt they're going to do this, but this is just like a tinfoil hat thing. Since they put a piece of the symbiote into his world, Matt Gargan is, I believe, the third person that becomes Venom in the comics, so they could potentially do that if they wanted to.
Yeah,
because it's like Eddie Brock and then someone, I can't remember who it is, second, but then it's Matt Gargan and then Flash Thompson. I can't remember who the second Venom host is.
I don't remember who the second Venom is either.
I
know there was that rumor that the Chameleon might be the villain for Brand New Day, and I was like, no, they are not doing that.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he is a villain, but I don't think he's going to be the villain.
He's not going to be in the movie because Marvel Studios is not going to use a character that Sony used for one of their solo movies. I just don't see that as a reality.
I forgot.
Yeah, because he was literally just in Kraven, so I'm betting donuts to dollars they will not use Chameleon. I would wager that they're probably going to use Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative.
That to me makes more sense than anyone at this point.
Yeah, especially with if they adapt the story that the title suggests,
which they take inspiration from. Sometimes.
I get some cheap views. Oh shit! All right, here we go. I want some cheap views. Hell yeah!
Oh wow!
I'll get some cheap views.
Are you gonna pay $300 for subscribers?
Maybe.
Wasn't something revealed that like 80? I was like some pick streamer found out like 90% of his views were all botted.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think with the whole Twitter thing, when I used to pay for Twitter Blue or whatever the fuck, I could stream the show to there. It's like, over 100 people are watching on Twitter. I'm like, are they?
Are they really though?
Is it really 100? Because that gives me a false sense of like, oh shit, we're doing pretty well on Twitter. No, it's all because there's no like comments or no like responses to like the actual live show, because you can respond to live stuff that's happening on the platform and as like replies. There was never anything. I'm like, there's no one watching that's on Twitter. It's all bullshit. It would have been nice though if it was real. Like, oh, okay, we're doing well.
Yeah, I remember seeing you. You were trying out something with one of your streams back in the day, where it was, I think, through. You weren't streaming through Twitch. I think it was through Twitter, and I saw you live there. I was like, "What is he doing?"
I'm sorry. I don't know what this is, Darren. What the hell are you doing?
Hello.
Is this a new hat?
No, it's that gladiator hat I've had for a while.
Nice.
Oh.
Are you secretly in the Odyssey? Are you here to confirm that? What's going on?
No, I'm in Spider-Man 4. Actually.
Oh shit! Are you the new character Gladiator?
No, I'm MJ.
That's an X-Men character.
You're MJ.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You're MJ. Okay.
But don't tell anybody.
Okay.
So, I hate to break it to you guys, but Sadie Sink unfortunately lost the role to Darren.
Yep. Yep.
There you go. I mean, poor Sadie. No. Sadie's actually going to be playing a recast of Kingpin.
People are they're going hog wild with that.
Hog wild.
It's like, guys, just wait for the movie.
I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't. Is she actually in the movie or not? They keep saying, because she actually hasn't confirmed it yet that she's in the movie.
Well, I mean, people not confirming that they're in a Spider-Man film isn't anything new.
No, I'm pretty sure Destin Daniel Cretton said their names on stage at CinemaCon.
Oh,
Tom Holland, Zendaya, Sadie Sink. I think they're the only ones that are hardcore confirmed for the movie. Yeah.
I know who else is confirmed. It's a new hero, ZD Man.
Yeah.
So does that mean Jacob, the guy who's playing Ned Leeds, does that mean he's not coming back?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he'll make an appearance, but I don't think he'll be a main star.
not like a main thing, though.
Yeah. I saw those Hobgoblin theories. I was like, if they introduce any Hobgoblin, can it be the original one? Because that's one character that they could still do that, like Sony didn't use yet.
Yeah.
I like some Hobgoblin action.
I bet you would like some Hobgoblin action.
You like Hobgoblin?
I know what you're meaning by that, by the way.
Yeah, Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, no, Johnny likes Hobgoblin and Goblin.
Oh, I bet
bro.
he does.
Yeah, he likes Hobbin, my goblin.
I do. Especially when it's Mark Hamill voicing him in the cartoon.
Yeah, that was Mark Hamill in that cartoon. It's crazy to think that he was going back and forth between like them at the same time, and it wasn't like a conflict of interest issue.
I have a conflict of issue.
Basically, just got to do like a second Joker voice just for Spider-Man. So
Pretty
pretty
much.
dope.
Yeah, no, wasn't he doing the Joker at the same time too?
Spider-Man.
That, and then like right before that, he basically did a live action Joker because he played Trickster in the
He
Flash.
played Trickster. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And then
True
25 years later, he came back and did it again.
Yeah, man, he's Jokey the Jokester. What can you say?
Yeah, man. He was Jokey the Jokester. I like that name actually, but that's better than Joker. Actually, they should rename the character Jokey the Jokester.
Yeah, man. Matt Reeves, you know what to do.
And then wasn't he, if I'm not mistaken, did he not also do when they brought Trickster into the Justice League cartoon? Did he not voice him there too?
Yes, he did.
I think he did. Yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
thought so.
Yeah, they actually cast me to do it.
Well,
And you said no?
Yeah, I had to turn it down. I was too busy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was too busy.
Got a lot to hang out, bro.
How's everybody else doing on this wonderful Wednesday night?
Well, we were doing really shitty, and then you showed up and made everything better. So appreciate it.
I thought it was going to say made
Yeah.
everything even more shitty.
Yeah, from
Well,
now
I
on,
mean-
if you guys see my camera turn off, it's because I'm cranking my hog to Johnny.
I thought
Hey,
you were
man.
on a phone call, Phil.
I like how that's like the new bit.
Yeah, bro. Every now and then, nature calls. You gotta go crank your hog real quick.
Nature calls. Phil is
Yeah,
a
man.
force of nature.
That's what they should call Nate when nature calls.
We're all cavemen at the end of the day. We have urges. You gotta crank your hog every once in a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
Phil is a force of nature.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hop off the show now. All right.
that was your 2 cents. I'm out.
Yep, I'm out. All right, I just wanted
Done.
to talk about jerking off, and that's it.
Jesus.
Appearance over.
And
Till next
Johnny,
time.
Johnny needs to star on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I know how to get Johnny to stay. Just bring up The Last of Us.
I was gonna say I feel a little offended that there's no Last of Us in the thumbnail. What's up with that chainsaw?
I just don't care. So
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
I don't even have Ronan here to back me up, dude.
he's too busy out in freaking Japan.
He's in Japan, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I'll do
saying.
yeah.
Oh,
he's not-
there. Yeah. Bro, what a premiere.
Oh, look, Johnny.
That
just
was
made
sick
me
as hell.
Love them.
Who
man.
needs Ronin?
Yeah, I got Darren here.
Whoa.
He's got a cool like gladiator
Yeah, Star
helmet
Wars,
on.
it's
So
fine.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus
Wait.
Christ, Dalton.
Hey,
4.
man.
Wow.
I think that's gonna happen real soon. So
Episode.
I'm thinking so. After the end of
How many? Wait, it's 7 episodes, right? Or is it 6?
Yep.
7.
7.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, so the
seven.
second season of The Last of Us is out now?
Yeah,
Started
Sunday.
on-
Yeah.
You're really,
Started
you're really
first
behind.
one.
You didn't know there's Happy Gilmore 2. You didn't know the show came back, man. What's going on?
No, because I don't keep up with with most of that stuff. Like
Peak television.
I like
has
The Last of
returned.
Us game. I like The Last of Us game. I was like, they make a TV show out of? Oh yeah, I already saw the TV show. I played the game. And I don't like the second game because I just started pretentious and up its own ass. I mean, the gameplay and everything else was fine. It's just the storyline. I was like, okay, bitch, you done went through hundreds of these people, and now that you get to the end of the game, you are at the person you need to kill, and you're like, no, revenge is bad. You didn't think that 200 bodies ago? Druckmann, I'm sorry, Druckmann is up his own ass sometimes. I just hate pretentiousness.
Well,
Hey man, I'll crank his hog any day. I love me some Druckmann.
Well, they're cannon fodder, man. I mean, people can't have consciences when it comes to killing cannon fodder.
I know they're probably going to change it up for the show. They're going to have to. Things that work for the game ain't going to work for the show, but I hope it's better for the show. It's just the game. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, believe me, when like the full season comes out, believe me, heads will roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the changes that they've made so far have actually been really good and to the benefit of the story so far. I think they've actually. I mean, I love part 2, but I think the few little gripes I had with it, they've already been planting seeds to fix it. So
okay, cool. Yeah, that was my only gripe about the second game was just that main story arc, and that's kind of like a nitpick. Other than that, game is fine.
I understand. I'm a Naughty Dog fanboy, so it is what it is.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to argue somebody that doesn't like the game. I understand why. I love it, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Besides, I'm more of a sci fantasy type guy anyway, so.
Yeah, that new Galactic game that Naughty Dog's coming out with, I'm excited to see how that
interesting.
turns out.
And
I forgot about that.
Nora in the Last of Us show is the main character of that game, so pretty cool also.
Yeah.
I hear Naughty Dog's working on another new game called Council, so it's really cool.
Yeah, Neil was like, this guy Johnny, he cranks my hog all the time, so
he's making a game.
He might have an idea or two for me. And while I was there cranking his hog, I was like, Neil, got some ideas.
Council
creators. That was my payment, and he's making a cock game, dude.
What the hog cranking mechanics are going to be like.
Oh man, it's vicious.
Why don't we get Bethesda to make the council game at like 190?
Oh yeah, the tagline for the game when the market's been, who the fuck was that?
Yep.
Where's my flashlight?
Or what the fuck was that?
No, that'll see the text that you see across the back of the game box. Who the fuck was that?
Who the fuck made this?
I mean, yeah.
Nobody wants this.
And then you'll just see like a whole Deadpool style credits where it just sees like starring some assholes, made by some pretentious hack, led by who knows.
100%.
Well, I gotta get going, guys. So
thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, guys.
See ya.
Catch you later, bro.
Bye. Who the fuck?
Who the flippity flop?
We're slowly.
Darren, language.
I'm sorry.
Who the flippity flip?
Jeez.
We're slowly dwindling into madness now.
It's okay. That's fine. If
I know
you're still
early.
here, yeah, well, it is early. It's true. Fair, it is, but fuck it. Who cares? Whatever.
That's what happens when I'm here. Oh, cranking hog time. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna be on a phone call.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Damn it, Phil. Darren's face is priceless.
Holy shit.
He was
Oh, the camera's still on.
He was
on the whole time, huh?
I think Ghost of Tsushima will get a show. I think.
Yeah.
Didn't they
that'd be
confirm a movie or something?
Wait,
I
wanted to play that so bad, but it's a
talked about,
PlayStation
but
game.
I don't think it was confirmed.
Yeah. What did you miss, Phil? What
did I miss?
Phil, they're making a Ghost of Tsushima movie, right? Do you know
Oh,
about
it
that?
is on PC.
I think so.
Right? I feel like that
I know
got
that-
announced.
They're making a pseudo sequel.
Yeah, they're making a second game.
Huh.
Something, right?
Yeah, I thought
going,
I thought a movie got confirmed. I might be fucking bugging out on hog sauce, but I don't know.
Well, speaking of hog sauce,
Nice.
and
Oh,
it's time for a crossover. What's up, Lance?
nice.
What's up,
How's it
Lance?
going, Lance?
What's up?
I thought it was only one black person allowed on council at one time.
Oh shit. Well, hey, if you want to just be one, we'll just kick you out. That's fine.
Kick Omega out. I was here first.
Oh,
I'm
Well, I skipped-
I'm the one token black guy. So yeah.
I skipped his stream for this one, so
hell yeah, you did. You did the right choice, to be honest.
Omega, I've been meaning to have this conversation with you. You're fired and you're not getting paid. Your money went to Darren.
Oh,
yeah.
King Darren.
I'm
Okay.
having
Y'all
some
getting
flashbacks.
So,
Yeah.
I'm having some serious PTSD right now from you know what? Never mind.
Shut up, Phil. Shut up.
screw it then.
Wait. So Omega, so you went from So you ditched kind of woke to very woke.
Yeah, this is very woke.
Yeah. This is it's so woke in here.
Yeah, y'all woke. Y'all like the Star Wars sequels.
I've never seen any
It
of
is a
them.
rare appearance, 100%. Yeah,
It's-
he doesn't
it's a-
hear much.
It's not my fault I'm busy on Wednesdays.
Bullshit.
You want me to not make money?
Exactly.
I'm busy on Tuesdays.
Be poor.
I still show up sometimes.
Be poor.
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Be poor.
There's a
Oh my
PSA.
god.
Yeah, be
You asked
poor
for-
and then spend the little money you have on Fortnite bucks.
Fuck yeah.
They're called V-Bucks, Jake, you uncultured swine.
Exactly. You uncultured fuck.
He said Fortnite bucks.
Fortnite dance.
How dare you insult me like that?
Fortnite itself is uncultured.
Nuh-uh.
So
They just added Sabrina Carpenter, dude.
I
Freaking
cannot
Cyber
believe
Ninja
they
got
went
me playing
Halleck into that. I'm like, come on, guys.
I
seriously.
just played a match where I died as Godzilla from Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm like,
Sabrina killed
Exactly.
Godzilla? Oh, shit.
I
Doesn't
was
get
like,
more
what is
cultured than
this
that, dude.
timeline?
I don't know what
Alright.
Jake's talking about.
there's no better
Hey.
way you could have gone out, Darren.
Darren.
And just wait, I saw on Twitter that the
Yeah.
fucking Undertaker's
What other-
coming in the game
yeah, he's
next
coming
week.
Game
in
can you get
Friday.
all
The
that match up?
Undertaker's actually Friday before WrestleMania.
Oh, my bad. This week.
Darren, you know, as soon as we get Ben 10 shit, it's going down 100%. Come
Are
on.
they really
Coming,
putting Ben-
it's
Are they
coming.
putting Ben 10 in Fortnite?
It's got to
Hopefully.
happen.
I wouldn't be
We're
surprised.
waiting.
yeah.
You know, I can
Avengers,
remember
Star
when Johnny
Wars.
cranks my hog.
Yeah, man. They
Marketing.
got a Star Wars season coming next season.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And they're announcing that officially, even though everyone knows they're announcing it officially at Celebration this weekend.
Yeah.
So I guess they'll like
Wait,
announce
Wait. Fortnite is doing a Star Wars collab.
Again.
100%.
They're
got
totally
it. Look-
riffing. They're
Yeah,
riffing
next
Destiny 2 hardcore now. Holy shit!
like
Well,
the
technically, they've
fourth
done
and
Star
fifth
Wars
already done Star
collaborations
Wars.
for years.
I don't give a fuck. Let me have this.
I was about to say,
Nuh-uh.
well, Phil, you know what? Soul Calibur did it first.
Ooh.
Man, get
Shut
the
up,
fuck
Jake.
out of here.
Dumbass.
Shut the fuck up.
Soul Calibur.
Jesus.
I'm almost wanting you
Oh
to
yeah, I remember freaking Yoda was in one of the
Yeah,
like, the
Vader,
Xbox-
Yoda, and
Vader and
Star
Yoda,
Killer.
yeah.
Soul Calibur 4.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Kratos
Xbox
in
got
one of them
Yoda.
too?
PlayStation got
Yep,
Darth
Kratos
Vader
boy.
and Star
Boy.
Killer.
Yeah.
Not that
I've been a
version, but
video
the younger
game boy.
the younger
Yeah.
boy.
And like way back in like the Soul Calibur 2
No.
days, you had Link on the GameCube, you had Spawn on the Xbox, and Heihachi
Link and
Mishima
Soul
on
Calibur. The
PlayStation.
fuck?
Hey, man, Kratos is in Fortnite.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
Kratos is in Fortnite. Yeah, he is. Master
also-
Chief's in
Yeah.
Fortnite.
He
Yeah,
also
man.
Kratos also guest appeared in Mortal Kombat 9.
But is Fortnite in Kratos?
Yeah, every day.
Mm.
You
Probably.
would prefer that, wouldn't you, Lance?
It's Fortnite
No.
in Kratos. Hell
You're onto
yeah.
something.
When they're looking at each other.
Always.
Yeah, we're always cranking hugs.
Like Alan Rickman and Harry Potter. Always.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I told Shelby, like every time you post something in the Discord, Phil, about clown relation, I respond, but you look in the mirror and you're like, always looking
Every
in the
time.
mirror.
Always.
Every time. I never
No.
disappoint.
Yeah, she
When
was-
I was a boy.
I told her that we're planning on like a big thing for episode 100, and she's like, "How long are you gonna do that show?" I'm like, "I don't know, honey. I don't fucking know."
What
Uh,
episode
Until we
is
get
it?
banned.
Best
Yeah.
not to give yourself like a timeline, just in the event you're not able to meet it.
Exactly, because like, what if I don't even live to episode 100?
Well,
could-
I mean, I
well,
wasn't even going that
Cha-
morbid, but
well,
okay.
Chainsaw.
Don't worry,
to
Phil
be-
can
to
take
be
over the
fair-
stream after you die.
To be fair,
Uh-huh.
Chainsaw,
Yeah,
if Party
Stream time,
Nation
man.
made it to episode 100 and something,
hmm
I'm pretty sure you'll make it past me because I'm not sure that I'll survive YouTube with all the people that I insult on a daily basis on across all social media.
Okay,
So
okay, Lance. Okay, now that you brought this up, I'm just gonna respond to this one thing. You bring it upon yourself. You choose to go out of your way to fucking argue with people on social media. You're choosing to go, "You're fucking stupid," or you post like a gift like, "Hey, mom, I'm being such a badass online." I'm like, dude.
First of all,
No,
Phil told me to post that. Okay.
and that's fair. And that's fair.
Yeah.
However, you were choosing to go out of your way to fight people on social media. You're choosing to do it.
Oh, his threads comments are hilarious. You're missing out.
No, and I'm saying that's fine. But him like, well, people could be like, no, you're starting it, dude.
Mhm.
You are doing it.
Not necessarily.
No, I love my feed because
No.
when I see some dumb shit and then I see that Lance has commented on it, I'm just like, man, I love Lance. Lance is
Yeah,
keeping it
you
fucking
fucking
real.
you said you're stupid.
No, threads is not like Twitter. Threads isn't toxic dumb. It's just dumb. Like,
Threads is boring to me.
Every once in a while, I will see a post and I'm like, "What? Like, this is such a stupid argument." And then I see Lance's name.
You see Lance, he's like, "Yeah, why did it show up?" Oh, Lance.
You're like, damn it, it got worse.
Lance is everywhere. I think,
of course, it's Lance.
With the recast, I think we should recast and go woke. I think Lance should be recast. Yeah, Lance be me. Yeah.
I think I could pull it off. I look like
you can pull it
Jordan.
off.
I look like a Jordan.
Yeah, grow a little bit more of a beard, and you got it, man.
I've been trying to grow it. I've heard the one way that you can grow a beard, but I don't want to go back there. You don't want
to go back where?
You just shave some nutsack hair and plaster it over your face. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Phil, you mean like Jake Paul? That's how he looks.
Wow.
God,
what's that one way that you can grow beer, huh?
Jake, I'm glad you said Paul, because I'm like, Jesus, Jake, you shave your butt and your balls and put it on your face, like Jesus. I'm glad you had a Paul on the end.
Phil, I'm gonna text you my replacement. Who's gonna recast as me?
Oh, okay.
I feel like I know where this is going.
I think I know exactly who's gonna pick.
Yeah.
Josh Peck.
Let me cook. Sydney, perfect choice.
Yeah. You caught me. You figured out Sydney Sweeney.
I thought you was about to say Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I told you. Dude, episode 100, he's hosting the show. Fuck yeah.
What episode is this, though, seriously?
84.
Oh, sweet.
84.
Oh, you mean like Wonder Woman 84?
We should have done a celebration.
Is Chris Pine going to be in it?
This show is good, but it can be better.
Oh, we've already talked about Pedro Pascal, so why not?
True.
Yeah.
Technically, it's 85 because we did that one special Saturday show, but I don't count those as episodes, actually, like numbered.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that X-Men.
Have you hit every Wednesday, too, or have you, had to skip a few?
I've only missed one personally, but the show still happened with Phil, and that was a train wreck. So that's never happened.
It was only a train wreck for the last 20 minutes. Okay,
it was a very good show.
It was.
Credit where credit is due. Like the first
pretty entertaining, dude.
Like literally,
yes. Until the video got claimed that he showed something he should never have shown. Apparently, I still have not seen it.
No offense, Phil. I was shocked how good it was up until that point. I was like, "This is a great episode. This is great."
I'm shocked.
I think it was one of my favorite episodes.
That's when you knew something was wrong. You're like, "Wait, this is going too well."
So, Chancellor, let's just do a live reaction to that part of the stream right now.
It is funny because we literally said, "Oh, it's a third hour. Let's get crazy," and I was like, "We shouldn't do that. we should stop."
We got crazy.
Okay.
We're like,
if somebody sends me the link to the episode and the timestamp, I'll watch it live. I won't show it on screen, but I'll watch it.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do it right now.
Oh no!
What was the episode number of that one?
It was
But to answer your question, we've done every Wednesday. The only time we did a Tuesday was because I was actually leaving out that day for my grandfather's funeral, so we did that the night before. But literally, we've not missed a show.
Wow.
We had a show on Christmas and New Year's Day, and we still had it. Yeah.
I think I found it.
Nice.
That whole thing was crazy, but there's that one screenshot where every single one of us is just like we're all flabbergasted.
I found it. Hold on. I found the stream. I'm just gonna find the part now.
Oh Lord.
Was I there or was I?
No, you were not.
I don't
there.
remember.
No.
I don't remember.
It was during peak. You were not there.
And it makes sense why Draven likes it the most because I wasn't there either. That's why he likes it a lot.
Funny as fuck.
Well, you think a lot of dumb shit's funny as fuck.
Come on now.
He was cranking his hog to Minecraft.
I can't be on here long though.
All right,
I gotta go
found
to
it.
bed. It's my bedtime.
All right, I found it.
I don't
Johnny,
believe you.
if you're in that stream, go to 2 hours 42 minutes.
I gotta wake up at 2 a.m. for the trailer coming out.
What trailer?
What trailer?
Is it coming out?
The 28 years later trailer.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know what?
Right.
Y'all know what's funny?
Me,
you.
When I went to the movies to
Your
see
face.
The Amateur, they had a poster up for 28 years later.
That's cool.
These two old ladies are walking past, and they look at the poster and say, "Hey, that must be the new Star Wars."
Oh my god. What did the poster look like?
Should've told them, yeah.
It's just the 28. It literally said 28 years later with the skulls on it, like in the Hazard side. I just stood there looking like, Was she serious? Like,
He's an old lady, bro. They don't watch movies like us.
Yeah.
what
Trying
killed
to
it
give
was
them
the
the
fact
benefit
that
of the doubt.
they had a Star Wars poster literally like down the hall.
They're old, bro. They
David
can't
Funny.
see. They can barely look through fucking their glasses. They're blind, bro.
Wait, Jane, so I said 2 hours 42, 2 hours 41. My bad.
Okay. Why'd you say I hate you, Phil? Come on.
Because that you know damn good and well why.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I should have known this was the one because it's fucking, it's not freaking, it's claimed. I should have known. That's the one.
Wait, hold on. Let me find it before you start. I want to like line it up.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I am too.
What's the stream again? Which one is it?
It's in the private chat.
The one that
It's-
has all
yeah.
the trailers.
It's the timestamp is 2:41:17.
Definitely not my brightest moment, that's for sure.
To be
No,
exact.
it was
You
a
have
good
bright
moment.
moments?
It was good. Shut up, Jake.
You're there.
All right,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Lance
lined
there.
up. I'm ready to go whenever you guys
Yeah,
are.
it's 2:41:17.
Oh, 2:41:17.
Yeah,
All right,
2:41:17.
I am.
Okay.
Oh, this is the one that Phil
Okay.
was being edgy.
2:41:17.
Count down from 3. On go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
Just let me know when I need to
Look
go
at
sit.
Anderson Cooper.
Just let me know and I'll go sit in the corner.
Jordan's face.
The best part.
One second.
Oh, God.
Why? You why, guys? Why?
I didn't do it. Don't blame me.
I don't think he's cranking his hog this time, boys.
We lost him. No.
Oh, it's even funnier on the second watch.
Get Sydney inside here.
That was. Really
Oh,
good
damn it,
fun.
Darren.
He's sending a
You
DM to
know.
Sydney Sweeney right now. He's saying I need
He's
to get
either
out on episode 85. Take
really
over
hard
now.
to see it, or he's gravely disappointed with what I saw.
Oh, he's definitely disappointed.
that was that
It's
was
still funny though.
That was insane.
Might be peak counts at the moment.
It probably should have remained anonymous.
I mean,
Yeah,
hey man,
Probably should have.
if we didn't get banned for that shit, are we ever gonna get banned? Dude?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I thought that was getting taken down. I really
Yeah.
did.
I blame Darren.
Ah, that shit.
Of course you do.
Blame the white guy. All right, bro. That wasn't even me.
Darren's not white.
I never.
You're not doing this again.
Okay, Lance.
It's already done on Party Nation.
Lance, what are you eating?
I was eating my my third one of these. It's just something about
What is
sucking
that?
on a frozen
Fuck is
root
that?
float.
Oh,
A
shit.
frozen
wanna-
root beer float.
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty good.
Wow.
That sounds good.
And now I'm
I
eating
should've got a drink
now I'm
one
eating
day.
Reese's Pieces because it's nothing like having little bits of brown peanut butter in your mouth.
Yep, I agree. Still,
Jeff should have got a drink.
You know, sometimes I like to slather peanut butter all over my nuts and call my dogs over and have them lick it off.
That's it. I'm getting an edible.
Yeah, Phil, and that's why you have cats now.
Oh
He's
my
like, all right.
god.
They occasionally come too. It's no big deal. They like peanut butter.
Okay.
So we
So,
cause
John, do you wanna-
Chainsaw to rage quit his own stream, and Omega's gonna get fucking high as a kite now because we're talking about dogs licking peanut butters off of testicles.
So, should Phil take over while Chainsaw's
Yeah.
gone?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Do you want-
All right,
I
I'll
will-
take
I
over.
will-
Chat.
I will wait for him to come back if he decides to come back. He's probably texting me a big "you're fucking fired" text message right now.
Phil, check the comments.
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh,
God.
man.
What?
Ow. Y'all weirdos.
Versus Seed says, "Hold the peanut butter. I'll just take the nuts."
Wait, yo. Yo.
Guys, is this an alternate account for? You know what? Never mind.
No, this is wild.
Oh wow! No,
He has my
I'm-
burner, dude.
no, he wasn't referring to you.
I
He was
wasn't referring to you.
Yeah. Well,
he was referring to a morbidly obese. You know what?
I am low
Phil,
key.
Phil,
I am low key
shut-
surprised they did not take that stream down.
Shut up, Phil.
That's actually crazy.
the grace of God. So whoever is watching that on
Someone
YouTube is
getting
like, you know what?
plowed
This is
on
fucking
YouTube.
funny. I'm just gonna claim it, but it can stay up.
Phil is about to get a novel-sized paragraph.
I'm about to get a fucking reaping paragraph. That's for sure. If this was the Hunger Games, my ass would be first in line.
District 1.
Yeah, I would be the male tribute. Definitely.
I miss Chainsaw so much right now.
That's cool.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Oh, Ronan's putting photos in the Discord.
Let's see.
Ooh.
He's looking at
Theories.
Oh, he's at the he's in downtown
that's cool.
Tokyo, I think.
That's cool.
So, about Kingpin squishing people's heads.
That wasn't what you had to say about Kingpin last night.
Oh, you mean when I said when I was a boy?
One time when I was a boy,
Vanessa,
You
bring me some pizza.
embarrassed me in front of them.
Put some peanut butter on my balls.
Where's my nacho chips and Coca-Cola?
Chicken jockey.
Coca-Cola's important, Darren. The Coca-Cola is important, Darren.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's not.
Fisk is the only villain I know that'll sit down, have like a plate full of pasta with 3 Italian sausages on top, with no sauce, and just sit down and eat while somebody is just sitting in a cage in front of him. Like,
Bro.
Yeah, that should automatically put you in jail.
Has anybody else been
You know,
tired
one time
recently,
when
or
I
is that
was
just
born,
me? I've been gassed recently. Tired as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Draven, you know what they say when you're that tired, you're putting out too much. You know, I know you're working on
I've started to
Baby.
run again, so that's what I'm
I know
doing.
you're working on Baby Draven number 2, but you got to keep in some of the Draven sauce, man.
Yeah, you gotta save some of the hog sauce for the rest of us, dude.
Oh man.
Ronan,
I'm not saving any more hog sauce.
No one wants your hog sauce.
Ronan says, y'all have no idea where I'm at.
Main cafe.
Japan,
Piglet sauce.
not the U.S.
Oh, or is he at that Muffle Girl cafe?
He's in space.
Are you in West City in Dragon Ball Land? Wait, that was Japan, right?
Oh my god.
Maybe.
I actually
stopped watching Dragon Ball after Boo Saga.
Fisk no longer needs the car door. He is the car door. He is.
Yeah, right.
It was just so much. It was so much blood, and they just were like standing there, like gasping. But I just feel I'm like you had to make the one black guy gag. That's racist.
I know nothing about the show, but that does seem racist. I agree.
So Johnny, I like the Last of Us episode. It's good.
Yeah, I was a big fan.
I haven't
I was a
watched
big
it
fan.
yet.
I don't know if they're
Very
actually gonna. Do you actually think they're gonna kill him off? I don't know if they are.
Nobody dies in the Last of Us. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wholesome, happy game.
Not one person has
Spoilers
ever
and
died.
rainbows.
You don't
Uh,
kill off. You don't kill off Pedro Pascal. Okay.
Games
You
been out for
you
like
just
7
don't.
years.
Well, good thing
Well-
he wasn't reading Multiverse of Madness then, or else he probably would have died.
You don't kill off Pedro Pascal. If you kill off Pedro, it comes off as racism.
Well, I think the next episode might be really fucking racist. Then
Oh,
the
Ronan,
next episode might be really fucking racist, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
You
Bro.
sweet summer child.
Ronan, he's not here right now. He's doing something. He's probably talking to his wife right now.
I think he's
He said he'd
writing
be back
his
in a bit.
resignation.
He said he'd be back in a bit. He's collecting his thoughts. He was not expecting that.
Wait, so he never saw that part?
No,
of this?
that was no. Chuckle fucks down there decided to fucking do a live reaction to this shit, and he watched it along too. Yeah. Don't sit there looking surprised. You know full well what you fucking did, child.
It should have remained anonymous.
It should have, but here we are.
Yeah,
Oh, it shouldn't have happened in the fucking first place, Phil.
Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. Thanks.
I say we should just bury that in the vault and like never.
It's been buried. We just brought it back out.
You brought it back out.
I honestly forgot about that. I'm flabbergasted and utterly appalled.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Oh, speaking of, hey Darren, when we got off Eric's stream last night, he had got a notification talking about some like the stream was flagged. I'm like, what the hell did we do? We didn't even do anything.
Flag for some bullshit.
Did someone come in with a picture again? I'm kidding.
No, we literally did nothing. I mean, it went away, but it's like it took off the stream. Like as soon as he got off, like you couldn't find the stream for like 3 minutes.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Going to see Sinners tomorrow.
I'm seeing it
cool.
Saturday.
I'm
Seeing
hoping
it
I can see
Friday.
it tomorrow.
Pretty fucking hyped.
Yeah.
If I can't see it tomorrow, I'm going to see it Friday.
I'll probably go Saturday. I'm excited.
I can't wait to see. I'm gonna go in there dressed like Haley Steinfeld.
I'll go on a day that ends in.
Oh, that's
hell
fucking
yeah.
hot.
I'll go on a day that
Maybe 10 years ago, Lance.
That's pretty great. It's a little
Johnny,
PSA at the top.
I think he's talking to you with that.
Oh, that's perfect timing. I'll just
Man, I miss Chainsaw, man.
Man, we haven't even gotten to the 2-hour mark yet.
Nope.
Someone might be over.
I think we broke him.
No.
It'd be the funniest bit if he
Don't
didn't
forget
come back.
the
I
great
just got him back.
dog.
He should be back soon. He should be back soon.
It'd be funny as hell. Just like, nope, I'm done for the whole night.
Johnny, what the hell?
It was Barry Benson, dude.
Oh yeah.
Having a good
What is
time.
that?
Well, in the meantime, we do have someone joining the stream. What's going on, Dylan? How you doing, man?
Hey.
Oh, here we are. Hey, everybody.
What's up, dude?
Sorry about that. Chainsaw's busy dealing with something, and it's
That's all right. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get on.
Nah, it's good.
You're
It's
all
good to have you
good?
back.
What have I missed?
You don't want to know.
You really don't want to know.
We've had a lot of fun conversations. We talked The Last of Us a little bit. We've talked Daredevil a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a moment where everybody was sharing like what their craziest movie theater experience was.
Oh, I missed that.
I too.
So did I.
Well, can I share mine now?
Yeah,
Sure, Lance, go ahead.
Yay.
Phil, look at what I see.
Well, mine was I went to see Straight Outta Compton, and it gets to like one of the biggest fight scenes in the movie, and at that exact same moment, a big fight just like broke out in the theater.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, like just an all out. These women was like beating each other asses in the theater. Like it was
What?
It was
two women fighting?
Yes, and then it's like the dudes, like the dude.
They
One
took
dude was
out
like,
their earrings. They
"Get your
took off their
girl."
wig.
They really did. They legitimately did. And the dudes was like, you get your girl. And then the girls was like, you better not fucking touch me.
What?
I said,
I think there was a better movie happening in the theater than on the screen.
I said, y'all chose like the
Hey,
best
don't disrespect that
timing.
movie.
I said, like, it was the best timing. I got free movie tickets out of it though, because I acted like I was
Nice.
just so traumatized.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just so traumatized.
Said,
When
"Oh
I
my
went to go
God."
see it, they just had a bunch of fucking cops outside the theater. I was like, oh, okay, dude.
Oh,
Wild.
Phil, do you like my background?
It's great.
I like it.
Fantastic.
Shameless
that?
plug.
Who made that?
I made it on Canva thanks to Darren McClimans who put me on Canva.
I'm not sponsored, Lance. You don't have to keep saying my name every time you say.
Yo, just drop your affiliate link in the chat.
Yeah, there you
Come
go.
on now.
Darren, you know I'm gonna shamelessly plug your name wherever I go. Jesus, just accept it.
Yeah, man.
I worship the ground you walk on.
Oh,
What a guy.
He's
How
just
you
not,
yelling?
dude.
he's just
Do
not
you have
gonna
one?
respond.
What? Do I have a weird
Do you have a
theater
favorite
story?
one? Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have a crazy theater story.
I just have obnoxious teenagers. I don't think I've had anything like
Yeah.
crazy happen.
Yeah.
Right.
They can be pretty crazy in their own right.
They're just fucking dicks. Like they're on their phone and yelling, and you know.
That's the worst.
I don't
all
think I've had
remember-
anything crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Like I remember the first when Jurassic Park came out. My girlfriend at the time was working at a movie theater, so we got to see like a midnight screening the night before it like released, and we missed a majority of the T-Rex paddock scene because the sound went out. So we were watching that in silence.
Whoa.
This will probably be awesome. when we actually see it.
I had something similar to that, I guess. When I went to go see the first It movie, the movie literally just didn't fucking start. Like the trailers played, and then the movie, like the screen just went black for like 15 minutes, and people were like, so did we just watch trailers, or like, is the movie gonna play? What's going on, dude? Like, where's Pennywise at?
I went to a showing of like a movie in the summer, and it was like 100 degrees out, and I thought there was gonna be air conditioning in the theater. No, it was broke. So I'm fucking sticking to the seat.
I had the exact
Wetting.
opposite experience of that. I was in Arkansas during their worst ice storm in like 100 years, and it was already freezing at my in-laws' place. So my wife and I were like, well, let's go to a movie. And we went to go see Miss Congeniality, and their heater was broken, and it was colder in the theater than it was outside.
Damn.
Wow. Johnny's whole thing about like a theater screen like just going to black and not working. That happened when I had a crowded theater when I saw a Thursday night screening of Endgame. We get through all the trailers, and then the movie just doesn't start, and we see like a little tear where we see like a little green line like blink on the screen for a second. Whole theater starts going nuts. They're like, what happened? What happened? What happened? And then you see, the bow pop up in the first image. People were like, oh, okay, we're good. And they go from like instant relief to like their mind catching up where they're at with the movie. Because like you see that first shot of that movie and automatically your mind's playing catch up. It's like, okay, yeah, that thing's about to happen. So it was just a weird, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Array of emotions, I guess, because it goes from straight panic to relief to like, okay, now we're caught up.
Yeah. When Into the Heights came out, I don't know if anyone here has seen it. It's that like musical movie. It's a movie about a blackout, and during the the blackout part of the movie, the power went out, and there was no one else in my theater. It was just me, and I sat there for like 5 minutes, being like, "Is this part of the movie? What's happening?" And I finally just left. I was like, "All right, I guess I." Yeah. And I still haven't finished it. I still haven't went back and finished the movie.
That's where it ends.
It is actually how it ends. The power goes out and nothing happens.
That's it.
The movie's actually 15 minutes long.
For anybody that saw Incredibles 2 in the theater, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but at least in my screening, they had like a 15-minute short like that played like in the mix of some trailers. That wasn't part of the movie at all. It was just kind of like it had shades of like those, those older shorts that you would see from Pixar on like those DVD extras and stuff. It was one of those where it was like a little kid and this dumpling that had a face.
That was really good.
Like, that starts playing, and two people that are there with me, they're so confused. They're like, "Is this part of the movie?" I'm like, "No, it's not part of the fucking movie. Do you see red costumes anywhere?" Like,
and then it was just such a disturbing short too.
Yeah. I remember when I think it was when Coco came out. They had that like 15-minute Frozen like short that they had put above it, and I remember like so many people leaving because it's like I came to watch Coco, not Frozen, and it's like no guys, you have to stay. It's a short.
Oh God!
But 15 minutes is insane to put like in front of a movie. I feel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Whenever they'd show a movie, whenever they'd have a movie back in the 40s, you'd have the newsreel, you'd have the cartoon, you'd have the
right.
Of course, back then also too, movies were only like 80 or 90 minutes long.
Right, and you would have like all the like, please enjoy your theater experience. This is like brought to you by this theater, because like that was the only way that they got their advertising out at the time.
Let's all go to the lobby.
There you go. There you go. That's a throwback.
Welcome back.
Oh yes, I'm back.
Welcome back, sir.
Hello, handsome.
Well, that's me. What's up, Dylan? What's up, man? Hey. Yeah, I was wondering, like, did you forget the time? Like, I'm trying to remember. Like, I sent you the email. I'm like, I hope I said the time when we started.
No, I like because I'm 3 hours behind you, and then I had dinner, and my wife and I are rewatching Andor right now too. So
nice.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Yeah, before the show started tonight, we were actually started The Bear, the first season of the show.
Which
is so good.
Yeah, 3 episodes in. The first episode started, we're like, oh my god, this is so much chaos. Like, what the fuck's going on in this show?
It's awesome.
My friend, you have no idea.
I'm excited to continue. It was just like a lot was just happening, and I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, it's interesting. It's like, okay.
Is that Brock in that show?
Yes, he is.
Yes. And he
John
curses like
Bernthal.
every 5 seconds he's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, dude,
Cousin.
Yeah,
Cousin.
yeah, look, yeah." It's funny, like they're screaming at each other, and then like the next second they're taking a smoke break together. I'm like, all right,
Classic.
But Chainsaw, I'm about to hop out of here. My family is walking through the door.
I'm glad because if I keep looking at you, I'm just gonna.
I thought you said that they're walking out. I was like, go get them.
Leaving me. My family's leaving me.
No, they're walking. I've been at the hair salon with my girls, getting their Easter hair done all fucking day, and I had to leave to go to my gig, so they're coming through and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, Daddy, my hair's done!" Yeah.
What is Easter hair?
Just like church hair.
They're
right?
getting their hair for Easter.
They're getting
man.
their hair done for Easter, so they can look nice in their Easter
Yeah.
dress.
Hair done.
Their hair done. Yeah, I heard that too.
Their hair done. Hair.
Yes.
Hair.
You know the thing on your head, dude.
Yeah,
You-
like
you know
Phil's,
that hair,
Phil's
that
getting
thing-
his Easter hair done. I heard he's gonna get it all zhuzhed up.
You know, hair.
Nope.
That thing in the book that races.
Yeah,
the
I'm
torch,
giving him
that thing.
a bald fade and I'm cranking his hog.
Mm.
I think
Free
he's
of charge.
I think he's
That's
more
the free
focused on-
council service. Anybody that wants to stop by, you get a free hog crank in the back.
Is that the
I think it's
sequel to
Easter
what I just
special.
witnessed?
I think he's more.
Yeah,
focused
yeah.
on the second.
Is there are you using? Do I have to bring this, Gianni?
What is that?
It's cutting out. We can't even see.
Yeah, I just see the galaxy.
Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus. A little.
No, I got lotion on standby.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
If you have a preferred lotion, you can bring it, but I got stuff on standby.
Complimentary
Yeah,
lotion.
Yeah, we have complimentary lotion. Yeah,
Yeah, like a good barber.
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you later, Lance. Ronan's got to
Alright.
get in here. We got to get Ronan in here.
Yeah.
See you, man.
See ya.
Bye.
I'll miss you,
Bye.
Darren.
Toodles.
I'll miss you too, Lance. Have
You won't
fun.
miss anybody
Who the
else.
fuck-
Hey, wait a second. Who was that?
Who the heck did he?
Ronan's coming in.
Darren, you're
Yeah,
also
actually-
squares today, or just a highlight.
You leaving us, Jay?
Yeah, I was gonna say on that note, the hog cranking, and I was waiting for you to come back just to say bye.
Oh,
I kind of have to leave too, but if Ronan's coming on, I kind of want to say hi to my Pookie
Yeah.
first.
Kind of got to leave as
We gotta
well.
get out of here before.
Oh
that.
wow.
See you, Jay.
Man,
See you,
everybody's
man.
leaving.
All right, have a good night,
Have a
guys.
good night. See you, man.
See ya, bro.
have to leave. Bye.
Who the fuck?
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Flip.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck?
Normally I would be, but I'm off today, so who cares?
Nice.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Hey.
Whoa.
He's
In space.
No, he's in Japan.
Is
He's
that
in
a
space,
War
right?
Star, War Star celebration? Is that what that is?
Oh,
No.
for Star Trek, right?
Yeah, Star Trek.
No.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Oh, he's there for you.
Yes.
Whoa, go to the
May the
Voyager.
Savage Starlight.
I mean,
Go to the
May
Voyager.
the shorts be with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the,
I got the uniform right here.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The celebration start tomorrow, or is that Friday?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay,
Tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Fridays for us. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right.
Nice.
How's the audio?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's as good as normal. I mean, which is bad. So
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
Ronan, before I
Like,
leave,
the subtlety. Yes.
Last of Us.
That
That was
expression
a long
said,
pause.
That expression said everything.
I
Just
watched your reaction.
structure-wise.
I saw your reaction to the ending, and I was like laughing. I was like, yeah.
Structure-wise, I was freaking out because I'm like, why is this happening the day,
Yeah.
day before? Like, it's literally like season one. It's like we're gonna spend a whole day with Jackson and see how that feels before New Year's Eve. New Year's,
Mhm.
just like madness.
Crazy, absolute craziness.
Damn it, Dalton's doing it again.
Yeah, fucking shove Tiger
Rick
Woods up your
Dalton?
ass, dude.
God damn it, Dalton.
The golfing.
I was gonna say, go Bubba Watson, not Tiger Woods.
I still have yet to play that game.
El Tigre.
What golf?
Yeah, golf. I haven't played golf the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might actually be going to golf this upcoming weekend.
You're gonna golf, or you're gonna go watch golf?
I'm gonna drink
Play
beer.
it. Go play it. My brother invited me.
Please go. on
I've
Sunday.
never
That'd be so
played.
funny.
I've played putt. Is that the same
What?
thing?
Yeah, I played mini golf.
It's a part of golf.
I mean, I guess, but I've never. I've never really found the interest of like, oh, I need to go golfing.
Putt-putt's fun.
For the longest time, I wasn't interested either. Then, like, right
And you
when I
got
was, like,
old?
Thanks. Right when I was like, right, I think when I was like 18 is when I started really getting into it. And now, like every time me and either my brother or my dad are in the same area, we just kind of make a point to go over there.
Wow,
you're cool.
Yeah, because the last time I went, I remember this vividly. I posted in the Discord. I said, "I'm doing probably the widest thing that anybody could do today."
And we guessed golf, or what did we say? I can't remember.
So you were like, "I don't want to know." Some other idiot was like, "Whatever you do with a jar of mayonnaise isn't any of our business." Yeah, and then there was.
Did someone say anything about burning a cross?
Damn it! You took the joke from me. Fuck. Was that before or after the meeting?
I think that was said live that night because I went and golfed on a Wednesday because it was the day before Thanksgiving. So I think
giving thanks.
I think the joke was made
giving thanks during the meeting.
I think the joke was made that night.
I love how Taladia copied it too. He did as well. The golfing.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think I will head out now. I do have to.
Bye, Johnny.
Make an exit tonight.
See
y'all later.
Bye,
that's
Take care,
what
Johnny.
I'm going to do
We'll
right
talk
now.
later.
Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Darren,
you're here already. You could just do it here.
All right. Bye bye.
See you, Johnny.
See ya, man.
Johnny.
Did anybody ever play the Hot Shots golf games on the PS2 back in the day? I don't know if anyone ever played those. So
I
they
had
had
seen those, but I never played them.
like the only the vague memory I have of those is I think it's the third game. The last two playable characters they have like someone that looks a lot like Blade and like has like the shades, the jacket, and everything. I think his name is T-Bone. Like that's his character in the game, and then the last character you unlock is like this old, grandma-looking character that's got like the hunch in her back and everything. And I stayed up for way too long trying to beat because like the way it worked is like you had to beat a character to unlock them, and like they had like their own stats and everything. That grandma was the hardest fucking challenge in like any sports game I had played up to that point.
I wouldn't want to unlock a grandma in a golfing game. Call me crazy. What the hell is that? Whoa! What is?
Whoa!
I don't know what. Are you in a grocery store?
Is that
right
a
now?
grocery store or like a gas
Is that
station?
a grocery store?
So it's like a 6-story grocery store.
Six stories?
6 story.
And like, watch till we get to the bottom one. I freaked out. I almost had like a religious moment. Like
did your soul leave
look
your
all
body?
this beer, dude. I'm gonna get wasted.
Okay,
get wasted in Japan.
Send me the address of that store, please.
He's gonna forget everything at Star Wars Celebration because he's so drunk.
Send me the address of that store.
He's
please.
like, good news, guys. I won. It was awesome.
What
Sad
happened?
news,
I don't know.
remember any of it.
Yeah, I don't remember shit. What's up, Taladia?
So look at this. Watch.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Hey, Taladia.
Good time.
What the fuck?
Look at this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh,
Hold on.
I'm scared. Should I be worried?
I'm a little worried.
No.
I hope it's Funko Pops. Not Funko Pops. I don't care.
Hold on. Can you full screen this?
Ooh, Gundams.
It's Gundams.
Gundam.
Wow.
Here's this. Here, can you go all in on this? I can barely see it.
Oh, let me see if I can zoom in. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh,
very
yeah,
nice.
Yu-Gi-Oh right there.
SH figures and stuff.
Star
Ronan,
Wars.
don't go broke, please.
Go to the horny ones.
Ronan,
need to
don't
come
go
back.
broke. Don't go broke.
Now go to the hentai statues.
Remember,
No.
you-
Look at this dude. It's like,
What the hell is that song?
I was going to say, what is playing in the background?
the local store music.
There's
The
our-
local store.
That sounds like the fucking music you would hear like out of one of those kid toys where it's like, "Hi, press my stomach." for a
Ronan, are
song."
you walking
Sounds
around
like
by
something you
yourself
hear
or are
out
you
of
with a group right now?
I'm in the group, but a couple of them hit a Final Fantasy bar, and I'm here like
Oh, nice.
trying to not.
There's a
fight that much
Final
money.
Fantasy bar.
Oh, there's tons of game bars over there. Yeah, it's a Final Fantasy 14 bar. I
Oh,
think
those
that's
about
still
a
open.
boost.
There you
Oh,
go.
Pokemon.
Well,
I
now,
was about to make you go, Ronan.
now I gotta go to Japan.
No, my best friend lives in Japan. He offered me to come out, so I'm probably gonna go at some point.
Oh, go.
Go, yeah, go for it.
Look what I got. Look at what I'm getting.
What is it?
I don't want to be
What?
jealous.
A
Okay.
Gundam?
Oh,
I got a
Gundam.
Gunpla.
Nice.
Guess how much it's going for? US dollars. Yeah.
US dollars?
US dollars?
20 bucks.
50.
100.
10
100.
bucks.
Higher?
Lower.
$5.
Lower.
$5.
$3.
$2.
I know the yen is weak
$2.
right about now.
Somebody said it's $2.
Whoa.
Two. Wow.
Wow.
I said
Wow.
it. I said it.
Okay, man. Now I really wanted to go.
Fuck, I gotta go to Japan and stock up on shit.
I know, right? It's like I can have a whole paycheck just for that stuff.
I'm gonna go to Japan and buy a Nintendo Switch 2. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's regional.
Dead serious. No, it's not.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
No, they're not.
No, the Switch
No.
2 that's cheaper in Japan is region locked.
No, it's not.
Unless I am mistaken.
You are.
Oh, Phil.
You are.
I'm getting two things, right, Phil? I'm getting a
Look at
Nintendo
this.
Switch 2, and I'm gonna get a Nintendo Switch Lite.
The hell?
It's Common Rider.
I'm going, bro. I'm going all in.
There's just a
on that.
lot of shit, man. I can keep up.
You
It's
got
like,
me
it's like the
convinced.
discussion earlier. Like, there's so much stuff out there. It's kind of like I can't keep up with all
Yeah,
this
the
fandoms
Japanese
and all that.
language only Nintendo Switch is $343, and it's region locked. This only for Japan. Only for Japan. But the regular global one, that's $477.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Nintendo up.
Right.
Tell them
You'd be
what's
like,
what.
hey,
Inside people
you'd be like, hey,
Nintendo.
Nintendo, when are you gonna sort that out?
Yeah, yeah. Let's call Nintendo's direct line.
Mhm.
We got it.
Hey Mario, get these prices
Yeah,
down.
call Hey Mario.
Hey Nintendo, let me pre-order your system already. I know
Yeah.
I know my president's an idiot, but please let me pre-order my shit
Yeah,
already.
right.
Yeah, take my $90 for that Switch 2. Take it.
Is,
Oh, yeah.
is
Ridiculous.
there-
So is downtown Tokyo cool, Ronan, or
It is like, I'm telling you, I just got here and I was just in awe. Like, my mouth was on the effing floor. I'm like, and again, I'm visiting, so it's color,
have you
Well,
ate it all?
color eyes.
At any restaurant?
no, I'm taking
Wait,
it
that's
slow,
not
but we might do something right now in a few hours.
Get some ramen, bro.
Darren, are
get
you
that.
EP?
Yeah, ramen.
Yeah,
Look at
go to that Muscle Girl Cafe.
There's so many like toys and stuff. Jesus.
Yeah. Like,
So are you gonna go
I'm
to
scared.
Disney? Are you gonna go to Disney?
I think we might be doing that on Monday. We were gonna do it
Oh, wow.
today, but like, we're trying to space it out. So we might do it. $50 or $60, I think. So
$60 for one ticket.
Yeah, bro, it's cheap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
Compared
right.
to 300 for a day. There.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. My wife's never been to Disney. I want to take her though.
Like any Disney?
Council
Yeah,
trip.
no, she's not done any Disney. No, never.
I haven't,
Universal's
I haven't
better
gone
And
either.
you married her why?
That's a good question. That's fair. That's a good question. Because she
Is it
she tolerates my nonsense. So I think that's
All
I think
right.
you could do it, Jordan.
But it
Yeah.
took her
You could
way
do it.
too long to watch Tombstone.
Yeah, well, she hasn't really properly watched Tombstone, so that's also
Stay away
Okay,
from solid.
All right, let me amend my statement. It took her too long to sit through it.
that's fair.
Mm.
That's
So-
just stay away from Johnny Somali. No, but he's in Korea. Never mind.
I love Japan.
I love Japan.
So, do they have like prices like marked like US dollars on everything, or like do you have to figure that out?
Yeah, I think you got to figure that out.
yen. Yeah, it's in yen, but it's
Oh.
easy to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Like again, that Gundam that I'm gonna buy, I flipped out. I'm like, $2. I'm like, what do you mean $2? I
It's
bought
insane.
a Coca-Cola like bottle for $1, and I thought I was in Twilight Zone. I'm like,
Wow,
I haven't-
$1.
I haven't seen those prices. Yeah,
Yeah, they're getting close to like $3 now per
Oh,
bottle
yeah.
or some shit.
I've seen like some of those stadiums where like it's like a concert or whatever is going on there, like the places that they use for exhibits. They'll sell like 5, 10, even sometimes 15 for just like a large size water. It's like, what the hell are we doing, guys? Come on.
Well, that's what theaters do. Like we went and saw Minecraft. My wife was like, she only went because she got popcorn, but it was like $8-9 for a bottle of water. I'm like,
Yeah,
the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a milk
That's
duds.
how theaters make their
a month
money.
ago for like $8.
At the
Milk
Disney park,
Duds?
water is like.
Like, was it like a
$6,
box
$8.
of Milk Duds or was it
Yeah.
like a bag?
A box for those like $1 candy boxes that they're selling in like
Yeah.
Walmart's.
Yeah.
$8 for one. I was like,
Dang.
well, I'm not doing that again.
See, like,
why you just-
at that point, you just sneak in your own snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I told Shelby. Like we should like start sneaking in our own shit. But the thing is, she is still literally going to still get the movie theater popcorn. Like that's
Yeah.
they do have good popcorn.
Well,
Well-
some of them do.
Some. But for
'Cause-
her, it's like it's the butter and all that because she does half the bucket butter and then the top and then layer that. Like it's a
Yeah.
whole system for her.
If it's fresh, it's good. But like my
Yeah.
theater just forgets to redo their popcorn.
Right.
They're like, all right, it's been sitting for 8 hours. Here we go. And it's like, I don't really want
Right.
that.
It's like the place where I'm located at, I've got like an AMC that's like 35 minutes one way and an Amstar about 35 minutes the other way. The AMC has got good popcorn. The past few times I've went to the Amstar, their popcorn has been terrible. So it's like, okay, I might just go to the AMC. I mean, the seating is probably like a little bit worse because it's not like those reclined seats. But, I've spent many years in theaters where we didn't have those. So going back to regular seats isn't going to be that big of a thing. And I'll take, that seat for better popcorn.
Why don't you just not get anything?
Yeah, I like recliner seats personally.
That's
just
fair.
me.
I mean, like I'm not saying I have anything against them. I'm not like stuck on one versus the other. Like I can sit on either one and be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I was used to it for years though in North Carolina, so like it was just like a normal thing.
Yeah.
But I had to go to like the next town over to get better seats when we saw like Deadpool and Wolverine, and then that's where I saw Godzilla -1. What else did I? But yeah,
you guys in like the Mooresville Amstar?
we didn't have an Amstar now. It was
What the
Cinemark.
fuck is Amstar?
AMC.
It was Cinemark that we did have a Regal, but we went to the Cinemark because it was closer.
Yeah.
So
there was one showing that I think it was one of the anniversary screenings for the '86 Transformers movie. We went to for any of the people in the Carolinas. We went to the Concord Mall. They had a theater in there, and we're there. We walk out. It's a really bad thunderstorm, and we're just having to sit it out. Everything's fine. We decided to go and wait out the thunderstorm in a Twin Peaks. For anybody who knows anything about Twin Peaks, so let's just say it's an interesting environment for waiting out a thunderstorm. Twin Peaks is basically like Hooters, except they go around on skates and they're a little more suggestive in their language, I guess.
I've never heard of it, but all right, cool.
Sounds like a place Jake would love to go to every week if he could.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't a mistake at all. He went for one reason only.
Right.
Yeah. You can be honest, Jake. It's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, go on, be honest, Jake.
Well, see, I don't lie about things like theater experiences or anything like that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Ronan, do me a favor. If you see a Japanese Pokemon card pack, like any, I don't care. Pick me up one.
Let me go take a look.
He's gonna look right now.
Money. I don't even care. I will pay you the difference.
I'm gonna take a look at all the 6 stories of that store.
Yeah.
I bet there's a Pokemon store dedicated to just that.
There's
for
a ton.
sure.
Japan is like one of the largest markets for Pokemon. It is it originated in Japan, so yeah.
So we saw a vending machine outside one of the restaurants that was just full on trading cards of Pokemon and other animation. Bless you.
Love it.
Yeah. Nothing here, but like, if I find one, I'll get you one.
Yeah. Don's like store tour. Yeah, just tour the whole store there. We'll spend the next 4 hours.
Every floor.
Every floor, every item. Let's figure out how much it is.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, who just
what?
Who just what?
Nah, I just got
Who
sent
just
a message
what?
that I'm not looking at.
Now we gotta know.
No.
Come on, man. It can't be the worst thing I've seen tonight. Come on. What is it?
Do we need to pay for your therapy bills, Jordan?
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Do I need to go sit in the corner?
You might have to after the show.
Okay, fair enough.
And judging by that room, you're not short on corners, so.
Nope.
That's fair.
Is that a bowling alley? Oh no.
Is that a bowling alley?
It looks like a bowling alley.
Is that a bowling alley in the store?
Darren, now you go sit in the corner.
Jesus,
I was like, this store is great.
It's got everything. It's got bowling. It's got Pokemon statues. It's got Ronin in there. Hell yeah.
Wait, they're selling Ronin? No.
They are selling Ronin.
The last
yeah.
Ronin.
The last Ronin.
Yeah.
The last Ronin. Hell yeah.
Wonder if that's ever gonna come out.
The
Starring
game
Tom
or,
Cruise
or the movie
again.
because they're making
Oh, yeah. Wait, they are doing a movie, right? Yeah.
a movie and a game. Yeah.
Why not?
I'd like to see either. Just give me one of them.
Come out at the same time, same day.
Why not both?
That story's
Cool.
bigger. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's like so much in there. That's
He said
ridiculous.
6 stories. I was like, Jesus.
I was just like thinking, if he's talking to 6 stories, it reminded me of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu one of these stores that was 6 stories.
Oh, really?
The shop there. Yeah, it reminded me of that, and I was just like thinking, wait a minute, they really
Yeah,
have that.
you never know what you're gonna find in a 6-story grocery store. Fair, because there is groceries in it. That's what makes no sense.
Yeah, is it a grocery store? It doesn't seem like.
It's like 1/3 groceries or like 1/6 groceries. The rest is like toys.
Yeah, and then that whole floor, that one floor that's just groceries, they have like outrageous Sam's Club prices.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm actually going to head out myself. I'll catch you all later.
See you, Omega. See you, man.
See you, Omega.
Bye.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I've never been outside the country, so
I would love to go to Japan myself. I would love to experience that.
I feel like we would make a cool like series between all our channels and the podcast that's just like Council goes to Japan and like
or just overseas in general, you know.
Yeah. I've been to Mexico twice. That's the only time those are the only times I've ever been out of the country.
my wife's been to Canada.
I've been to Canada myself. Yeah.
There's somewhere in Canada I've always wanted to go to. I just haven't been able to, find the time or more importantly, the money.
Manitoba?
No, it's a place called Lake Louise. It's in Alberta.
Oh, really? Not Saskatoon?
Fuck you. Fuck you. You're an asshole.
No, I'm not.
Tell him something
Deadpool
he hasn't heard before.
Yeah, come on, be original. Tell me something I haven't heard before. You can't throw out Snyder Cut.
I said something that I was about to say something. I shouldn't have said.
Look at this, boys. Look at this. Look outside my window.
Your window.
Holy
Dude,
crap.
Japan is like the mega city of mega cities.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Country, I should say. It is the
the
country
mega.
full of, it's the country full of mega cities.
Right.
I've been to Dubai myself, right? It's as big as that.
Oh, really?
That's what I've heard. I haven't ever been myself.
Yeah, I've been to Dubai. It's crazy. But you only can only
make it.
Never.
Are you falling asleep, Darren?
Oh yeah, he's like every 30 seconds he is yawning like crazy. Poor guy.
Oh man,
It's been a long day for Deeren.
It's always a long day.
Yeah, work was crap, but whatever.
Yeah.
True that.
I hear that.
Especially when you don't get any sleep. Oh my god, that makes work like 10 times more unbearable when you don't get any sleep.
Yep. Everyone wants to play 20 questions with you when you haven't even been there half an hour.
Yeah. Good god.
Yeah, we didn't want to say it today, but everything was really quiet at work. But still, like every time a call came in, I'm like, God damn it! All right.
Well, there are just days where you can sense that general feeling on the work floor where everybody is like, fuck, it's one of those days.
Yeah, because there was a guy that he never called back, but he had a whole had a big issue with his bill, and I'm like, oh god. And anytime I pick up that phone, I'm like, it's gonna be him. It's gonna be him. He's calling back, and he's like, yeah, I still have questions. I'm like, ah, crap. He never called. He just texted. He's like, I'm like, okay, thank God, please, just don't call me. So I'm having a good day for the most part. Just leave it alone. Just let me get through my shit, please. Customer service is a pain. I just hate it.
I agree.
Whatever.
Yeah,
that's why I don't work in customer service anymore.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just really bad, but someone's got to do it, right? If it ain't gonna be me.
That whole thing about the customer's always right, and now I would always look at that and be like, about what? How to piss me off?
Well, it's pushing through the because I've never done it, so it's like pushing through that that hesitation that okay, can I do this? I was trying to hype myself up in the interview. Oh yeah, I can do this, but can I? It's like no. I mean,
it's one of those things where it's you don't really always have that choice. You're like, well, fuck, I don't really have an option. I got to do this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think on how Dylan, you go up in front of audiences and do your show and stuff I don't know how you like the nerve to do that. Like that's like that would freak me out. Like, because you're going up there and you're putting yourself out there with your stand up. I mean, that would be, like I can't fathom me doing that. No, like I cannot do it. No.
I mean, well, there is that thing of like if you don't dig public speaking, then yeah, that's But
right.
It's the unmitigated judgment that you're going to get when you're up there, especially if you're bombing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, ooh, this is the longest 10, 15, 20 minutes of my life or whatever it is.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, each minute's gonna feel like an hour.
Oh yeah, because when I fumble my words on a phone call, I'm like, oh my god, I hate myself. But that's one person.
The rest of my life.
Yeah.
So when it comes to doing stand-up, what do you find to be one of the most challenging things to try and get a rise out of people in 2025? Of like, do you know where to push a boundary, or do you know when to rein back on a joke, or like do you have like just certain things you won't, like certain territories of conversation you just won't cross into?
It's like any sort of like button pushing topics. It's really not my style.
Sure.
I would go for like I would say the most controversial joke I have, and I don't do it a lot. I talk about how I had a kidney stone, and they were just going to let me pass it, and I said, well, can't you just go up there and break it into a bunch of pieces and pull it out? And they said, well, we used to, but ever since they overturned Roe v. Wade.
Wow.
No, Phil was asking for those pointers because he was like, when do I need to shut up?
Wow.
But no, I don't typically go into like topics like that. I've done it a couple times. Like I told, I had like technically a trans joke that I did. I was really nervous to do it, but it went over well, and people didn't think it was that bad. So,
well, you never know until you try, right? And then audiences are always different, so you just never know like how it's going to go over. Because like one audience in one city is going to respond very well to certain things, and the next like they don't get it, or it goes over their head.
Well, and it's funny too because I posted the trans joke online, and it overall got a very positive response. Said, yeah, it wasn't transphobic or anything like that. They got the joke. The only people I found who like had issues with it and messaged me privately about it, they were all from California.
Oh.
Everybody else said that was a great joke.
Wow.
Well, I'm from California, so
I'm originally from California, so
yeah. Okay.
I should have known better.
Bye, Draven. Bye, Draven.
Sleep well.
Creep.
Creepy.
Yeah. That's I forget who it was. There was a comedian talking about like how to like going out, like knowing what jokes to actually tell that you don't normally, it's not in your set based on the audience, like how they respond, and like that kind of dictates like what jokes you may bring out that you normally wouldn't tell.
Right.
Like I thought that's interesting. Like, okay, well that makes sense. Because if you're just doing everything no matter what, you're kind of just like,
Yes. And it is that to a degree, like because of course, like I'll do like a lot of like clean corporate shows, or I'll do the nightclubs and that sort of thing. Those are two very different audiences. So for something like that, I'll change things up. But like from club to club or whatever, that will pretty much be the same kind of set. Like I'll gauge like how the other comics are doing or what the audience is responding to, if I'm gonna go a little cleaner or go a little dirtier. But other than that, it's still the same set. Or I'll or I'll be able to go, oh, it'll either be this is a hot crowd and they'll probably like this joke and I can try it, or this crowd hates everything, so I can go ahead and try new stuff and it won't matter.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah,
I feel like. Go ahead, Jake. I feel like they're like, I don't do it or anything, but like I feel like there's so many people that go to those types of shows and they're trying to be critics. Like it feels like they go and be like, okay, let's see if this guy's really funny, and I feel like that's their main objective when it comes to that kind of thing. And then you have the people that are like, we're trying to have fun.
I feel like most people go to comedy shows, they're going because they want to laugh and they want to enjoy the comedian. There are some who will go just to see if they can get offended.
I think it also has to do with like the timing of those certain jokes too, like and what's going on around the world at the time. And I'm just going to use this as an example. This wasn't like a comedy show or anything, but that that joke that Kyle Gass made on stage at that Tenacious D performance, if that joke would have been made, say, 2 or 3 months after said incident occurred, it probably would not have been received as negatively as it was.
Probably.
Considering it was like less than a week after, I think that's why people were getting on them about it.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, comedy is in such a, I wouldn't say interesting spot now, but it's definitely changed. I would say comedy really changed after George Carlin died. Like,
yeah,
I'm not going to say it like died with him, but I will say that like people, even just going into the 2010s and into the 2020s, like people just find things to be more offended by because of, you know, either social media influence or whatever. Like there are just certain factors into everything that just make it harder for comedians to actually, you know, get the point across. Like, well, we're just trying to be funny. We're not actually aiming to offend people.
Right. And I've seen clips of comedians make the point too. It's like, you understand these are just jokes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, who was it? I want to say it was like Drew Lynch or somebody like that. Somebody wanted him to apologize, you know, for a joke that he made. And he said, okay, well then I'm sorry. And they're like, well, I don't think you mean it. And he says, oh, so I can say things and not mean them.
Sure.
That's the point of the joke.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right.
I would also say, just like the devil advocate side of it, I feel like there are also some people that try to use it as a crutch, where it's like, oh guys, but it was just a joke. I didn't actually mean to offend them, as a as kind of like the shield of like, oh, like I can't get canceled for anything because it's a joke kind of thing. And I feel like there needs to be a balance about that, about like,
well,
what
but a comedian is going to do that is doing it purposefully to try to, you know, push a button as opposed to actually telling a joke.
Sure.
And that just becomes hack real quick.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have those people that realize that it's going to damage their image, and then they start backpedaling immediately.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, there was a whole thing where Norm Macdonald made a joke, and his whole tour that he was going on, like interview stuff, was supposed to be a project he was working on or a book or something. And he spent most of that time just apologizing for something he said. And it's just like, okay, well, if that's what the world's kind of turned into at this point. But it's also weird how like you're starting to see a shift now.
There's definitely a shift happening where it's just like, and I see it a lot in comedy too, where it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. These are jokes. And if you don't like it, fucking leave.
And
it's
I noticed it too, specifically.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's like Kill Tony, like Tony Hinchcliffe's like his show that he does, where he has all those like comedians on and stuff. I started to notice that they're using a certain word like a lot that you can't say anymore. It's one of those words where you just can't say it because it's referring to a certain group of people.
Right.
And they're using the R word again. That the R word, like it was used quite a bit, I think, in the Netflix special they put out. And they had Shane Gillis show up as Trump, and he was saying that word a lot. And you're like, huh? Because I remember specifically 4 years, like, well, now, at a certain point, you can't say that word anymore.
And you still technically kind of can't.
Yeah.
But again, like, so if Shane Gillis is out there doing Trump or whatever, okay, now you've got, it's not Shane Gillis saying it. He's playing a character. So you've got that buffer.
Yeah.
You've got
the layer.
Yeah, it's like, where's that line?
Yeah, because he's playing a over-the-top version.
Right.
It's kind of hard to say that with what he's doing. But, like, he's playing a parody. And so he's, like, because he was saying, okay, well, they had, like, someone go up as RFK Jr., like, doing, like, a guy playing that character. And there was someone who's playing Elon Musk on Kill Tony. So they had this whole thing. He was mentioning, like, it's a group of R-word team that he's building. And he kept, like, saying this. I'm like, huh, he's really getting away with using this word, and the crowd's loving it. Like,
yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like, because there's also that sense of we're going to lean into this, and we're not going to apologize for it, and then you start getting cheered on for like, yeah, okay, here we go, we're just gonna we're just gonna do it.
It's a slippery slope. It's hard because now there's a whole group of people that are very open about those kind of things now. It's like, oh, okay, that's gonna be interesting.
Ronan said he had to leave.
I think he froze.
Yeah, he did freeze.
Bye, Ronan.
Yeah, bye, Ronan.
I was thinking
bye,
too.
Ronan.
Because,
Take care.
See you, man.
See you, man.
The other thing that Dylan brought up, where people will, get offended about a lot of things that they'll say as jokes. Something that I notice is that, like you have these people with way too much time on their hands that will purposefully dig and try and dissect, these jokes that people make. And not even to the point where so say the base joke itself isn't offensive. They will dissect a statement and then twist it until they find a way to where it affects not like any certain group of people, but them directly. Like it's that classic statement where, it doesn't matter till it matters to you. They'll twist it to where it, negatively impacts them. And then they'll try and get that person canceled for it. And they purposefully try to find things like that to be offended about, instead of, there's an easy solve for it. All that energy that you're using to be offended, you could easily use said energy to not be offended.
Exactly. And that's the other thing too. Like if you're at a club, it's like, okay, well, if I don't like this comedian, if you're at the headliner, okay, you're watching the headliner for the next 45 minutes to an hour. But anybody before that, it's like, okay, well, if I don't like them, they're going to be off the stage soon and I never have to hear from them again. So
yeah,
deal with it.
It's like if you, the one person, don't like them, it's not going to affect their life.
Yeah. And Chad Daniels, I can't remember the exact bit, but he talked about something about, I don't remember what the setup was, but he said the words, and how most Black people don't like to swim. And the whole audience got it. He says, "Do you see what happened there? Do you see what happened? But let me explain." Yeah. I worded that joke very carefully, and he breaks it down. I said most, not all. I said don't like to, not can't.
Yeah. And then they took it away and they spun it. Like that's the issue, I think. That's smart, and I think that's the issue too. Is that there are people like, I think Bill Burr was mentioning this at one point about how you have like a crowd of like say 200 people at a show, and you tell a joke. That one person at some point in that room interprets it differently than what the comedian actually said. I think it was referring to Tracy Morgan. He said something at some joke, and somebody was offended by something he said, but then misinterpreted what he said, went home and wrote a blog, and then it exploded. Yeah. And then Tracy, so it was like the layers of stuff, like where, okay, the comedian said it this way, but this one person heard it differently than everyone else, and then went home, and now it's the misinterpretation and the misrepresentation of what he actually said is now out in the forefront as, oh, he said this is what he meant. And it goes back to the whole point about statements versus jokes. Right. Like they're seeing it as, these comedians are telling, like they're being honest. They're telling the truth about what they really think. It's like, what?
We're telling jokes to either reflect truths or to make you think about a truth or to twist a truth or really just straight up lie to you because it's fucking funny.
Right. Like I've seen several comedians that will they will jokingly address those double standards, because I think this was Michael Blaustein that was doing this. He was addressing this one woman in an audience, saying, hey, you look really well kept, as you look well good, and what's your your skin routine and everything like that. And she this person was a person of color, and she there was a person behind her that of same color that said, someone's probably gonna try to spin this on me, but you know what, fuck it. The person of same color behind her said, "Black don't crack," and got a laugh out of the audience. And Michael Blaustein, being a white man, he looked at the audience and said, I would have said that, but there's cameras.
Because somebody will clip that and put it out there, then it just becomes not, they're making me look, I have to say this. It's like, I don't want to expend the energy to have to try to defend this stupid thing because somebody decided, but sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you when you're out on stage and you're performing a set, somebody could be recording it that you're not aware, because you record your stuff and you post it on your social media, but there might be someone in the audience who's recording you and you don't know,
who's not supposed to be,
and then they might post something out of context, and that's the thing. Context is the most important thing, and it's lost on so many people now. Like it's ridiculous. Like I refer back to my job. The context is you're asking us questions, we're giving you the answers, but then they're mad at the answers. But you asked for it. Like you're asking for us to try to fix this. Like what the hell? So
they're mad because they didn't get the answer they wanted.
They didn't get the answer they wanted. Exactly.
So it's ridiculous that context is being lost so much in everything.
Everything.
It's just like, oh, this, like, I literally, any social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you'll see a post and go, huh? Like a headline. It doesn't give you content. It just gives you the thing, the clickbait. Well, what does this mean? And then no one reads the actual stuff. So you're just seeing, the content.
I have a thing about that. Like, and even like certain art, like you can read about the same story in one paper or another paper or a blog post or whatever. And based on what they choose to share with you, based on what they think will excite their audience, like everything is edited, everything is curated. We're never getting the whole story. Mm-hmm. So I talk about this with that, and just like in my own, like imagining what's happening in my own just like life. I've started calling it frog DNA, where in Jurassic Park they didn't have full strands of DNA, so to make a full dinosaur,
they use frog DNA.
They use frog DNA to fill it in to make the dinosaur. Well, we're not getting the full dinosaur, so we're just inserting our own frog DNA to make it make sense.
No, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that, because I saw an article last week, not necessarily pertaining to what we're talking about, but it applies all the same. I saw an article pertaining to Brennan Sklenar apparently taking up or being asked about possibly being the next Batman for James Gunn's DCU, right? And the headline was some of the effect of like Brennan Sklenar teases that he had conversation with DC, but then if you actually look at the quote, Brennan Sklenar never explicitly says that someone from DC, i.e. James Gunn or Peter Safran, called him and they had conversations about it. He was just like, oh, I think there's like some awareness. It'd be cool. He said something like that. But this article from Screen Rant, like they literally put in the fucking headline, like, oh, so such and such got phone call, and it's just like, wow, you really fluffed that up just to get
So how can we get people to click on the link so it shows our banner ads? So we get a few cents from Google or whatever to show these ads, and maybe somebody will click on. It's all clickbait.
You mean that article that I retweeted saying this isn't news? That one?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's the thing. It will mean, to kind of funny bit about that. It's funny how literally you have these reports that came out that Screen Rant and other sites are writing so much stuff a day just to cram out news, and they're just kind of making up and just kind of over exaggerating. I think it was. I got to mention him because I know some people here don't like him, but another content creator who's full-time doing this stuff on YouTube, John Campia, he did like a whole video about the whole, like the whole suing of the company that owns Screen Rant and other places. Yeah, Valnet. So you know how many articles Screen Rant wrote in one day? How many articles? Can anyone guess the number? Anyone want to take a guess?
Ballpark of 100?
191 a day.
A day?
Between how many people?
20, 30, 40 people. I don't know. All I know it was
how many of them were using Chat GPT?
Well, fun fact, I know somebody who writes, I won't say this person's name, but they admitted that literally the opening few bits where it's like bullet point stuff is AI.
Yeah, and they want the people who are applying for those like writer positions to be like, using every bit of, like honest artist writing material. But once you're actually in the muck, you can just throw out whatever the fuck to meet a quota and a deadline.
Because you need to produce and you need to hit quota.
I applied and I was going to start writing, and then I realized I was going to be tasked to write 5 articles per day.
Yeah.
And the base salary is $500 a month, and then anything else is based off of $500 a month all that
for 5 articles a day.
And
so basically 200 articles.
And you only get 10 days off per year, and you were required to work Saturdays and Sundays, I believe. And then every article had to have like 4 or 5 links to other articles that have already been written by Screen Rant. So you had to basically constantly embed other people's stuff in your stuff. And basically any extra ad revenue, it's just all guesswork, because it's all about getting the clicks. So you cannot guarantee success there. Because when I talked to somebody before I officially got the email to start this up, and of course I didn't continue, she's like, roughly $2,500 per month. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. It's bullshit.
And the only way that you could make something like that livable is if you were getting the government's money at the same time.
Yeah. So Jesus, that's a deep cut. So that just goes to show, like, they have to cram out so much stuff, and they're basically just taking the context out. They're adding in their own. and that's a major issue.
Their own narrative.
It's made things so much worse online for news.
And TikTok has, I think, it's just a terrible place at the moment because now anybody can report on news. Any of us can go in there and just be like, well, Chainsaw's turned into a cow. Now we're like, well, I guess that's true. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a cow. Moo.
Well, that's news though. Like that's news.
You know, I'm going to clip that, and I'm going to show you mooing.
Yeah. And you're gonna be like, guys, did you see that Chainsaw's a cow now?
Yeah.
Moo.
And,
oh my gosh.
These people are those same people will be like, oh, he's a cow now. I am also going to report on that, not watching the actual clip, just seeing that title and being like, this is the news. Or even worse, they see like Geeks and Gamers made a video about this. Okay, I'm also going to make a video about this. Is like, did you actually watch their video?
Right.
Or
It's like they'll be that kind of person that says something and then goes, yeah, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they won't quote the source. They'll just see the headline and just keep regurgitating the same stuff.
Yeah, because again, too, it gets you the clicks, and if you're in the creator rewards program and your videos are a certain length, like they don't care as long as it's over a minute and it's not getting flagged or throttled or whatever. Then I'm just going to make money for the videos that I put out there until they shut me down.
Hey,
what's worse is that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say what worse is on the for you page, right? It just pops up randomly. And you're just scrolling through, and it's like coming up with some bullshit thing, and I'm just like thinking, you guys are talking utter nonsense out of your ass right now.
Yeah,
and you're getting paid for it. Yeah. So,
there's people.
But sorry to interrupt you.
No worries. Though there's literally people that will like post stuff that gets like millions of views on TikTok or even Instagram, where it's like they're not actually doing anything.
Yeah,
like they're just like I've done content where you have like the stuff behind me, like the freaking green screen photo of like a Twitter post. But there's people that literally all they're doing is just like showing a video and they put themselves in front of it. And then that they're just playing the video everyone wants to watch.
And then they're just going.
Yeah. And then they're just regurgitating the same thing it's already saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then TikTok won't take it down or demonetize it as long as
it's getting
they
money.
are doing something original to it, or enough of them is covering up a certain part of the screen, makes it look original. The algorithm thinks it's new content.
Yeah, their criteria for original could literally just be either a different image or the same image put in a different spot.
Yeah,
that's what their criteria.
Or flipped with a filter.
Yeah, that's what people do. People like to flip the stuff, or they're still doing the freaking split screen where they're playing a video game clip, and then above is the actual thing you're watching or whatever.
Yeah,
and those are still getting millions of views, and there's like complete channels dedicated to stuff. It just goes to show like our freaking attention span and our ability to just kind of like, we don't care. We don't read articles. We don't read actual news. We just see headlines. We don't care like if we're watching just complete nonsense with no actual thing to it. Like that's why I get so frustrated at like all this. Like why are we in this position?
And like you know, like we do a show like this every week, and I see all these fantastic creators with 100 subs, 200 subs, 300 subs, and then I'll see someone on TikTok just being like, and it's like 1 million subs. It's like,
why?
Well, like there's so many people that deserve those numbers.
Because what you're doing is you're pilfering someone else's content and making it your own,
without doing anything to make it feel like it's your, or you're enhancing or doing something. You know, that's why I've always been like frustrated at this whole mindset. And I get it. There's a lot of people on YouTube and shit who react to trailers and stuff, like myself, and they don't do anything transformative. They're literally just like watching the whole trailer, and that's the whole video. Like they don't do anything else. They don't give you their thoughts. They don't talk about their opinions or anything. They just watch the trailer for views. It's like, okay, who are you? You're just a face. Like, give me something. Is there any personality behind you? Is there?
I did that conversation with Draven about like, you know, the different reaction channels and like how it's hard to like get ahead, and all my comments like under like that clip I posted was like, it's, you know, it's not hard to be like a reaction channel. You can just do this. It's like, I don't think you guys are watching the right ones. You guys are thinking it's the people that are like, cool, you know, like that's all they're doing. It's like, but there are good ones out there that actually are putting in the work and putting in the hours and giving making their own kind of content too.
Yeah, like doing their own stuff. The problem is they get lost in a sea of videos that are uploaded every day. Yeah. And, you know, like getting that traction in a medium where there's billions of things being uploaded is fucking hard.
Yeah, and that's why I think it goes back to the whole point of people like literally not doing anything but just pointing, because they don't have to do any work. They just said, "Oh, look at this thing! Like, you guys want to watch this clip?" Because there was this clip of this girl. They're saying that she sounds like a Disney princess, and she's singing this like song over and over and over, and keep raising her like voice up and up and up, like she's going up notes. And there's like so many people who's reacted to this, and it's just the same clip of her doing this whole song, and it's like really crazy. But people are just like, "Oh my god!" And they're not adding anything to the video.
No.
It's just them on the other side going, "Oh my god!" Like,
okay,
like what? Like
over
what are you doing?
exaggeration reaction.
Yeah, like what are you doing to enhance this? Like, this has already got over like 2.8 million like likes on the official post, and you're just taking it and then just sharing your face like, because you've already seen it.
Yeah.
So you're perfectly timing your little faces. It's like, come on.
No, Chainsaw, what you're really mad about is like, damn it, these guys are doing fake reactions and they're getting traction. That was my idea, damn it.
Yeah. It sucks. Well, you know.
Well, the one thing the one thing I've learned about reactions, you got to be true to yourself and not be fake about these reactions and not putting like
and those fake reaction videos, they're going to get lots of likes and clicks and views and everything like that, but you can only maintain that for so long.
100%.
Like, unless
then you burn out quick. Yeah,
you're going to get burned out on that quick. Your audience is going to get burned out on that quick. So unless you're actually adding real commentary, real insight, or whatever to it, which is ultimately a lot more work and could burn you out, but at least it's you and it's honest and it's authentic.
It's easy to tell when the love for something is not there. Like if
when you're doing it,
you're just doing it for clicks.
If there's like a bunch of deadpan, like I'll use this as an example. Like say I wanted to make, or say I made a video about, like, oh, these are the like top 5 Star Wars characters of the last number of years, and I just didn't give a shit about Star Wars. I couldn't make that video and pretend to care. Like that's not the type of thing I want to do.
It's like, a lot of energy to pretend.
Yeah.
And it's just frustrating.
It's just a thing. I mean, I was talking about this with Taladia, I think, and Darren, I think you might have been there too. But I'll make like whether it's a ranking video or like a secrets thing. Those videos are only like 7, 8, like they average around like 7 to 10 minutes long per one. They take about a good 3 or 4 hours to make, and where it's like the whole process and everything that's there, and like it'll get like a third of the videos or a third of the views of someone bigger just using a generic thing with a still and saying, "Hey, this thing is here." It's like it makes you wonder what the fucking point is.
Yeah, it's the algorithm of shit. Like that's the problem. Like the algorithm is just all over the place. You can't you would think, oh, when I make this video, it's going to get a lot of attention. It fails. It flops. But then I repost a video where a woman was like claiming how she was frustrated. She can't just go to the movie theater like just on a whim and just buy a ticket. I reposted the original video, got like 20,000 views like sometime last year. I reposted that like last month or something. It got like about 500,000 views on a repost. Because it hit the right algorithm. I have no clue. I didn't do anything. I just re-uploaded the video to TikTok and it just blew up.
Right.
You just never know. So the algorithm, man. And TikTok is just
the
weird.
Matrix.
Yeah.
It is the
pretty
Matrix.
much. Pretty much.
It is the Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You watch one thing and all of a sudden you get your whole For You page is dedicated to that.
If you watch it for like a certain amount of time, or like it's something like if you are on it for like 3 or 5 seconds, TikTok and Instagram will just be like, oh,
we'll show you more of this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they want you to stay on the app. They don't want you to go anywhere.
And that's not this is just the brutal truth. They don't want like content creators. They want content machines to milk a certain product, and they want it to just milk it and milk it and milk it until said creator is tired of it. Then they have an entire backlog of videos related to X product to show the audience, and then they'll use that and go, hey, well, here's this other one that we're temporarily going to use as a machine until they get tired of it, lather, rinse, repeat.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like at points. Yeah. Just tired.
And it sucks. Like when you get traction off that one thing that you really like, and you're like, oh, hey, like there's a little bit of a buzz. But then you get people that are like, no, man, F you. You're not talking about this one thing that got you popular. Okay, well, screw you then. It's like,
I feel like I feel like the algorithm will do that where it's like they will push like one video of yours where like this one video does very well, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm like I have an audience now. It's like nothing else does well, but they want you to try and reach that feeling again of like what it was like for that one to do well, for you keep uploading, you keep doing it over and over again.
Yeah. You get one video that pops, and then you do like 10, 15, 20, and none of them hit.
Yeah.
But you're like, but if I got to keep pushing, because eventually it's going to hit again.
Or if they do hit, you notice a gradual decline.
Well, and there's part of a reason why they do that too is just to keep you on the app and creating and posting.
Yep.
They want to keep people watching, and then you get like this big hit and whatever to, okay, this was great. I got to post more stuff that's not working. I'll post something else, and I'll post something else. And it keeps you posting, and then they throw you another carrot with a bunch of views.
Yeah. Eventually you hit again, and it's something you're not expecting to hit. Like I said, that repost, I wasn't expecting it to hit as ridiculous. It's like, oh, okay. And I started reposting more videos. Some actually did pretty well. Then eventually it dropped off again. I'm like, it's fresh. And then also, I mean, is TikTok even going to be around again? Like, it's going to probably get banned again. So, whatever.
Yeah, I heard about the news about TikTok potentially getting banned again, and I'm just like thinking, okay, this is going to be major for the American side of it.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard for them to create content and push out content. And they're gonna have to focus on YouTube or Instagram or.
That's why I've been not doing as much.
That.
I've not been doing much TikTok. Like I've done a couple of videos over the past couple of weeks, but like I've been just focusing more on YouTube in general and trying to do more shorts. Because when I've tried to do YouTube shorts for TikTok, they get claimed or they get demonetized or whatever. It's just frustrating.
On YouTube.
Yeah, so just do YouTube.
That can be.
And they've made it where it's like up to 3 minutes of shorts on YouTube Shorts. So that is actually a pretty good thing. So I can make the kind of content.
Minutes?
Yeah, up to 3 minutes for YouTube Shorts. Yeah, as long as it's in that 9 by 16
a minute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now it's up to 3. Mm-hmm.
That must
Now I don't think the revenue hasn't changed much, but maybe they'll get better at that when it keeps getting more popular. Because maybe once TikTok actually goes away and YouTube realizes, oh, we're like people are going to start thriving over here, we might want to start paying people more.
Yeah, it's like
it'd be nice because
I
get YouTube Shorts that like blow up to like 13,000 views. I'm like, oh, and it's like 90 cents. I'm like, well, I mean, it's 90 cents, I guess, but it's like it'd be nice if it was a little bit more,
Yeah.
Oh well.
I hear you.
Because you put the effort into the YouTube Shorts and you kind of like work on it and.
Yeah, or
and
better
like
yet, if
something
they
that
could
you're
just
proud
put,
of,
like, I know like it's linked, so you can actually on the original video, it's kind of tied to, like for me the reaction's tied to. I just wish when people actually click to watch the full video, like that'd be nice. Like if I had more of a better ratio on that, then I'd be fine because it would just help the overall video, actual original video, do better. But it's like I had like a short from Daredevil last night that went out today, and it has like 7,000 views. Only 40 people from that short actually clicked on the actual video. But it's like, hey, that's 40 people. But I wish it was more out of that 7,000 views. But hey, I mean, the YouTube Shorts is a different like set of like viewers. Like they're there to watch short. They don't care about full length videos. They're only there for the short stuff. So,
right,
yeah.
Yeah, I just need like a weekend day to where like I could take a lot of my old like either secrets videos or rankings or things that I've done. I could easily like take those video files and then just condense them down into shorts. I just need like a full-on day dedicated to that because like it's hard for me to do that stuff in fragments. Because it's like if I do that one thing, then I'm wanting to keep doing that one thing. I can't just be because I used to do this for so long where it would be like I would spend 40 minutes on one thing and I would go to the next thing. And then like 20 minutes into that, I would go, okay, well, I'm not quite done with this, but I need to get this other thing done. And it just got to the point where the work wasn't focused.
Yeah. And like you put all this work sometimes into like this one thing. You're like, okay, if I put in the work, then it will find me. But it's like when that stuff doesn't succeed, it's like, well, I just wasted 3 hours on a thing that got like 12 views. Like that weighs on you over.
It's demoralizing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And
it's frustrating. Don't worry, I know. I can tell, Jake. It is frustrating because, like, I was in a situation like Jake, was where I was making content consistently and whatnot, and then it was frustrating me a little bit to the point where I was putting so much hours, so much effort into these videos that rarely anybody was taking a look at. So I had tried to change it up a little bit, try to be more energetic, more thing, and it worked for a little bit, but it wore out after a time. But it's like you have to be fresh every time, and that's something I had to learn. Is like I had to re-energize myself and do different things, and it's just a shame when you first starting off doing
what your analytics tell you too, because that'll tell you what to change.
Yeah,
100%.
Agreed. Yeah, 110%.
90% of the time when I'm filming like videos for like the TV shows I do on the channel per week that are like my scheduled stuff, a lot of the times I don't have the energy to do it. But you know what? I push myself through and go, you know what? I got to get this done. And it's frustrating, but at the same time, if I don't keep up with the schedule, people are going to drop off and not watch. And but I love what I'm doing, but at the same time, it's like a love-hate relationship. Like I love what I'm doing. I love the response we're getting from the fans, but it's really taking a toll on me slowly.
Like those are the moments where, like, say I would record something, because then like I record like a lot of my stuff like in bundles, so I have stuff recorded ahead of time, and then I would record it in a good mood, and then some time would pass, I would go to edit it, and then when I would go to edit it, I would be in a less than good mood. But then I would think about it, and I would be like, well, you know, I recorded this in a good mood, so you know, like it's gonna be fine. But even then, in those moments, it's like you're just stuck, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think on too, like in terms of like making changes, like I remember like Dylan, you were doing like a lot of like stuff around the Genie stuff you did. Like you were like giving a lot of like stories and stuff and telling things, but then eventually you switched away from that. And I think it's like, is it because you wanted to get out of like just constantly doing that?
I was running out of stuff to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, because like you were doing a lot of like stuff like, oh well, this story, and then like what was this joke about? And I thought it was really cool. I was like, okay, well, and I was like, you know what? It makes sense you're switching up, because you're probably like, well, being you said you ran out of stuff, but like it makes sense. Like, that's all you were doing.
Instead of going back and like remaking those videos, because I made those like back in 2020 when we're all shut down and everything like that. Like going back and revisiting that content, and redoing it, that sort of thing, and it would probably bring in some more views and all that sort of thing too. Especially now too, because I mean it's not till January of next year. We're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of the show closing. That'd be a time to do it. So
there you go. Yeah,
go for it. Can I get 3 wishes, please?
They already set me free, man.
They already set you free. Yeah.
Only 3, and that's it. No more wishes after that.
No more. Yeah, one wish is like sleep. I wish I could just sleep for as long as I want without no consequences.
Yeah, that, and like wake up whenever you want. Like have it be as inconsistent as you would like, but with no bodily.
It doesn't matter how much sleep I get. I always wake up feeling rested. That would be my wish.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Because there's days like, if I go to bed, like I said, 10:30 with my wife, she's like, "You're going to bed with me?" I'm like, "I know." I wake up, I still feel tired. But if I'm going to go to bed after midnight tonight, I'm probably going to feel better.
Right.
Versus like 10:30.
It's so weird. I don't get it. Like I could sleep for like 8 hours, feel fucking drained, or like wake up after 3 or 4 and then like boom, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I also think it's kind of helping that my mindset's completely shifted for work now. Like I'm in a different mindset when I go in now, so that's also helping. But yeah, literally, like I'm like dead on my feet, like in bed at 7. She's already in the shower. She's getting ready for work. I'm not out of bed, but then I've been out of bed after shower, and I've been to work 20 minutes before I'm supposed to be there, and I'm ready to go.
What do you mean mindset has shifted?
My mind, well, like let's just go in now. I have to kick ass I can't just skate or basically just autopilot through it. Yeah. I have to go and kick ass every day. I have to overperform, because if I don't, I'm going to lose this job. I can't go and who knows what kind of job I would get. I may not be able to do YouTube as much. I'm only 2 minutes from work, so I get to come home for lunch. Like there's a lot of layers of stuff I might lose if I lose this job. So I have to every day. So this whole week I've been kicking ass. I've been to work every day, 15, 20 minutes before I'm supposed to be there, and overperforming. And I have to keep this up. Like it's not killing me. It's just, I have to do it in order to maintain this. Because if I lose this job, who says I can't? Because what if I don't get a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday job? I can't get that. And I get a job where it's inconsistent hours, it's through the weekend or some bullshit, or it's like to where I can't do the show anymore. Because who knows if I have to work? You know, like it's those things you got to think about. It's like, it's frustrating. And also this mortgage, like I have to pay for this house. Like I have to help. Like I can't, because who knows what my next job would be if I don't have what I have now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Probably makes you miss remote work a lot.
I do. I miss remote work. I really miss remote work. It was so good. It was such a dream.
It was an easy time.
Yeah, because I clocked in at 8:30 and then 9 o'clock hit, a trailer drops. All right, I'm gonna leave that for a little bit and go to record this trailer.
Yeah, but you still appear as like active. Yeah. So it's like you're just hidden.
No, I would literally move the mouse, run over, film the video, and then I'd run back, move the mouse, and go back to editing the trailer, then go back and move the mouse again. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
It's a great cover, though. And
they knew I had Chainsaw Reacts YouTube channel, and no one fucking noticed. No one figured it. No one noticed. No one figured it out.
And you had that job for like, what, 6 years?
10 plus years, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, a couple years it was part-time, but then eventually I got the full-time offer, and yeah. So it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. I literally had the setup, and then I had to tear it all down at the end of the day. It was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Now everything sucks.
Pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, we're back to that normal routine where we're going to work, going to that and the other, and I'm just like thinking, like
customer service, man. Customer service.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you today? I'm like, oh god. And if you ever called and I ever answered, you would be like, is this you? Because like it's upbeat. I'm upbeat. Thank you for calling.
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
it'd be funny to call you.
So I'm in Michigan.
I need insurance.
Bullshit. Hang up. Yeah, I was like I'm in Michigan. Somebody called from Idaho. I don't know how they got the number. No clue. It was weird. I was like, all right.
Wanted your guys' company? Was there not anywhere closer?
Well, yeah. She was calling about a claim, but she like her daughter or something. Like it was a weird thing. I'm like, here's the corporate number. All right, just figure it out. Like I don't know.
My favorite is whenever like say you would work in like customer service, whether it's retail or anything like that. You would have that one customer that's always up there on S, and they're like, "Well, just wait till you have to deal with me now because I'm going to call corporate." I'm just sitting there like, "Call them." You think corporate has any idea what's going on? Haven't you ever worked anywhere before?
Exactly, they ain't gonna do shit. I'm tired.
This girl this was like the last personal 20 minutes about us.
Yeah, the last 45 minutes was fantastic.
Yeah, we're just like venting about our social problems and our life issues. Maybe that's what the show should really be about. Just trauma dumping.
I think we'll call it. It's been a long day.
Yeah,
get some rest. But
it's been a pleasure.
Episode 84. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna go down the line, see where we're gonna find everybody. Phil, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Vero, just at Unfiltered. You can catch me on YouTube. You can catch me here every Wednesday. You can catch me on Party Nation every Tuesday. You can catch me on the Vodka Stream every Friday. You can also catch my own personal show, Friday Phil, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time every Friday as well, for everything and anything pertaining to Star Wars, DC, Marvel, you name it, nerd stuff. That's pretty much it.
Perfect. Jake.
You can find me right here at Joypad Jake on YouTube, as well as Comical, where I do a lot of my writing. And you can also find me on X and Blue Sky here on YouTube. I do a lot of character costume rankings, Arkham rankings, Secrets of Arkham, retro reviews, ongoing Jack and Dexter Let's Play, and a couple other unrelated videos sprinkled in here and there. You can also find me here Wednesdays as well. You can find me on Party Nation Tuesdays. You can find my own show, Jake's Lost Levels, on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, where I get all my PS4 game data back. And I'm trying to get to 2,000 subs by the release of Superman. I'm 300 and change away. Let's see if we can do it.
Shorts, man.
Busy.
Go for shorts, man. Go for shorts.
Go for it.
Taladia.
You guys can check me on YouTube at Taladia Plays. I'm on X at Taladia Plays _ I do a podcast every week or two where I bring people on, have conversations about DC and talk about their love for DC. I will be uploading that this week, tomorrow actually. And I'll have the Geek of Steel the episode is coming out. And also I do Marvel Rivals content, and I also do some Arkham stuff and all that good stuff. So you can check me out there.
Perfect. Where can people find you, Dylan?
You can find me at I'm pointing the wrong way. At, TikTok, Instagram at It's Dylan White. Also DylanWhite.com. I post all my upcoming show dates. We're mostly in the Phoenix area right now, but I do occasionally travel. So if you are like not in my area, let me know where you are and send me the clubs in your area, and then tell them you want to see me, and then I will reach out to them and see what I can do. And then one of these days I'll eventually get my YouTube channel up and running.
Hell
you guys
yeah,
are
man.
putting me to shame.
Yeah, go for it, man. Hell yeah, do YouTube, man. And Darren.
Whoa. You can find me on Darren's Sanctuary on YouTube, and I recently launched a new channel on the flip side with Darren, my new commentary reaction channel I'm trying to start up.
Perfect. Oh, and Ronan. Wait, hold on. Ronan, what are you doing here?
So
What are you
hold on,
thinking,
give me a sec.
He's like, I have to shout out stuff, guys.
Oh, what's up, Kyle? What's up, man?
Hi, Kyle.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
I know
You're
you're
doing the picking up the bare essentials, you know?
Oh yeah, of course. Awesome.
I know you're in the show. We wanted to stop by and say hi again and be like met you guys, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey,
enjoy Japan, guys.
Gotta shout that man down the road. He got past 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Now we're gonna call. Yeah, that was cool. Yep. Episode 84. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next week at 85. Episode 85. Wow, 85 episodes. Holy crap. Yeah. So
We're still alive.
Yeah, we're still here. We got 2 new people confirmed for next week. We'll see if they show up. We'll see. Hopefully. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.